Like, for real, like, how is this happening? Like, how? How can somebody be so shitty? He hasn't shed a fucking tear for me. Not one. Actually, he's laughing. He's laughing. Why don't you understand, Sabrina? It's not easy to leave when you love somebody, no matter how they treat you.
And then, but not just that, she's saying that she's a victim, but she went back to the house after that and brought her kids there every day and then had a baby with him.
He's a narcissist. He is. Yep. Now that I understand what that is, yeah, he is.
Okay, you felt violated him touching your stomach, but you need to set your boundaries, girl. Narcissists, the number one thing, they don't respect boundaries. They don't respect people's boundaries because they don't care about you as a person. So how can they respect your boundaries, right?
And why does the woman always get the shit after for being the idiot? You know? Why does the guy get fucking, like, he's a fucking hero?
I feel like he doesn't I feel like he's not intentional with hurting people. That's like the vibe I get, but I've never been like one-on-one with him, so you can't really get the creep factor unless you've been in that situation. And I don't like discounting people's stories, but some of them just seemed like very far-fetched and bullshit in my opinion. I don't think that's true, K May. I don't get that at all. I think he actually really cares for the women that he comes across.
And if anyone wants to let him know, I'm turning his phone off right after the stream. Again, forever. Actually, I'm going to cancel it and pay the cancellation fee so his number will be lost. And it was really just had a moment of weakness. And I just really miss Natter. So I tried reaching out to him. I spend time trying to pathetically reactivate his phone. I do all that. I come back. He fucking blocks me on that other account on Messenger. So, like, you want me to reactivate your phone and then not talk to me? Like, I just was like writing in the message, like, I'm just like, I am like, you don't even miss me even a little bit. Like, you don't even care. I called again and fucking canceled the number again. Since he's going for the weekend at Dee Dee's, never, ever, ever even breathe my way. You're dead to me. Finito. Goodbye. Hello, Dubai. Because, yes, I do talk to Dubai sometimes behind the scenes because I'm keeping that option open.
I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm not going to Malaysia. I'm going to Dubai. I've been invited there. Because, yeah, a really fucking handsome person has invited me to Dubai. So, fuck this. Pays more attention to me than my own husband. I was talking to the guy from Dubai. And what? Who can play that game?
I'm not trying to make myself look good. I know I look like an idiot. I know I look like a... Honestly, guys, this is me. Foodie Beauty. Can I look any worse to the world? No.
You might be offended, but this stream is not going to be for snowflakes. There was this one woman, Alex. She went there. She got really drunk, but not blackout drunk to the point where she, and Stefan had sex with her. She didn't say no. She was drunk, but not pass out drunk. She wasn't incoherent, okay? If you're having sex with someone who's incoherent, whatever. She in the documentary, she goes, so then Stefan takes me to the pool and he proceeds to have sex with me. You didn't say no, Alex. How the fuck is he supposed to know you don't want sex if you don't say no? It doesn't matter if they're easy to take advantage of. Like, So, do you guys think it's the same thing if he put on a condom without asking her? Because condoms are covered in spermicide. So, if he put on a condom without telling her, do you think that would be the same situation? It's on him, but it's going in her. It's soon gonna be inside of her, just like the spermicide.
You're not a bad person. That's what makes you a target for shit men like him. I believe you because I've been through it. Thanks.
One girl, I think it was Savvy, she came out and she was just like, I'm a survivor of paradise. First of all, the survivor thing, I can't. Okay.
I'm not going to Dee Dee's. Are you crazy? I'm not going to stalk him. He's not that worth it. Come on. I'm not going to catch a charge for this guy. That would be insane. I'm not talking about him or anything to do with him ever again. We're not talking about each other. We're not supposed to. We can't be together ever. I don't care if I get in trouble for seeing him. I don't care if I get in trouble. I don't. I'm very, very, very. I'm not a bad person like people think. I have a bad side, and I can be a lot of. I can be bad, but I don't want to be. Like I do care about people.
You know what made her actually turn on him is so ridiculous. Is one night, I think it was Paola, invited a whole bunch of men from Tinder over. They wanted to hoe it up. And it was this guy that tried to touch her before from Tinder. And she got out of the pool. Nothing to do, like Stefan wasn't there. So she goes and she tells Stefan the next day what happened, and he said, "Oh wow, I'm sorry that happened to you." And she turned on Stefan. Like she felt like he wasn't getting outraged enough about what happened. Like what is he supposed to do? Like it's just fucking it's ridiculous. I don't know. I think that's just so stupid.
Most in the chat are trying to help you, not shame you. I appreciate that. I know that's why it does help me to come on here and fucking freak out. Everyone, round of applause for this fucking dipshit. You're fucking. I hope you're happy that you're a piece of garbage.
I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, 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 with some twerk, twerk, with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Happy Tuesday to everyone watching here in real time. Thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. Now, off top, I want to mention after we're done with this stream, within 15 minutes of ending the stream, I'll be starting up Love Island in Discord. And it's actually kind of funny because I saw a super chat come in by Jojo. Hi. Oh, sorry. TT Charlie, random question for you in chat. Are you or anyone watching Love Island USA this season? We are technically starting, I believe, episode 8 tonight in Discord. There's 3 episodes out right now. One comes out tonight. We'll be watching at least 2 tonight because the next episode that we're watching, I believe, is an hour and a half long, and then the following is an hour. So we're at least watching 2 episodes tonight, and then we'll pick it back up again tomorrow night as well. So to answer your question, yes. So anybody in Discord, if you are interested in Love Island, we'll be picking up some more episodes tonight following this stream. Now, the conversation today is Chantel. Y'all know I've been focused on Rosie. We definitely gonna circle back to that bitch, but I've been focused on Rosie. A few days ago, Chantel did go live on Kick to give her unneeded opinion on the Paradise documentary. And throughout that time, Chantel pretty much did what a lot of us expected her to do. But for whatever reason, there's times I'm still hopeful that Chantel realizes that shutting the fuck up is an option. But that's a trend with the girls that we follow in this space. For some reason, the art of shutting the fuck up is not something they have. It's just not. It's not. So we are here to cover some of Chantel because anyone who's been watching her for a while knows she has sat on this platform and talked about a long list of things she's gone through, looking for support, looking for just community, understanding, wanting to be heard, even though the way she went about it was completely disgusting, irresponsible, and problematic, right? So to hear these opinions come out of Chantel, knowing the shit she's said online the last few years, knowing what she said just a few days ago contradicts a lot of her behavior through the years. So what did I do? Go through the archive. I literally just looked for a stream from, when she was running around like a crackhead. I was like, oh, yep, she looked like she crying in this one. She looked like she crying in this one. Any, mini, mine, you. Literally, that's how I picked this stream. And it just so happened to fit with the point that I'm trying to make. It's no shock. Before we get started with the actual stream, and this stream specifically is from April 21st, 2022, I want to remind everyone, and if you are new, I want to make sure you see this clip from the very end of 2021, right before ringing in the new year. Chantel had a very unpopular, disgusting opinion. Here's a quick reminder. And this opinion was about sex offenders. Go ahead, Chantel. What are your thoughts?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but like when it comes to sex offenders, registered sex offenders, I feel like if somebody pays their debt to society, I'm not saying like, yes, okay. I just like, you know what I mean? Like these people will like just throw eggs at their house, go beat them up like all the time, and you can say, yeah, they deserve it, they're gross, whatever. But yeah, but come on, you know what I mean? Like lock them up then or whatever. But just like, do you know what I mean by that? I don't know. It's okay for there to be unforgivable acts. Not everyone deserves redemption. Yeah, that's true actually. But I don't know. I find it just, I don't know.
What is there not to know? What is there not to know? And this whole idea, like they've paid their debt to society, false. Completely false. I remember when she said this, and I know this was years ago. This just speaks to how long I've been around. I remember when she said this, I had to run it back because I'm like, I know she's a shitty person, but I'm sure that's not what she just said. And when I ran it back to listen, I went on Twitter, and you know when you can feel the air and how weird it is? Like, a lot of people were like, "Whoa." Like, we knew you were shitty, but, like, what are you saying? Keep in mind, the reason why this was also very alarming, this was on the heels of Chantel finding out one of her longest standing mods was a pedophile. And I remember her original reaction to finding out Karate Joe was a pedophile. She was pretty much like, not shocked. What? She was like eating fries or chips. I remember she was stuffing her face because it's Chantel. And she was like, yeah, not shocked. I'd be shocked. What do you mean you weren't shocked? What do you mean it's not surprising? The fuck, bitch? And then she followed it up with this, and here we are today with her caping for yet another predator and shitting on victims. Again, was I surprised? No, but I was just like, damn, she still hasn't learned to shut the fuck up. Not even a little bit. But let me get to some of the support, and then we'll get started on this stream from 2022. And you guys, if you did watch the edit video that I put out earlier this morning, you know I've been stitching in just a lot of talking points when it comes to this and everything she said just a few days ago, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, before I wanted to grab this. Cece, thank God that short ass Charlie isn't subjecting us to a poll. And then Ghost Flowers knew to say, Cece, pray she doesn't see your message because I know she'll cook up a good one if she sees your message. Cece, I just want you to know I'm going to try to think of something good. I didn't even take an edible this stream, but I'm going to try to think of something really good just for you, Cece. Because when I saw Cece say that, I said, oh, okay. See, I try to give y'all a minute, and look at what happens. Look at what happens. See, in quirky moments, Charlie, my edible is hitting. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and start. Baby, take one for me too. Take one for me too. I have to actually be up early tomorrow, so I was just like, I'm not doing the edible tonight. I made sure to get ready as quickly as I could when I logged out of work, and that's why we're here early. So to the international viewers, we here. It ain't that early, but it's a little earlier than normal. So Mungus, thank you so much for 5 months. Perfect timing. Clearing room for my new bed frame. Ooh, enjoy. I love new furniture. I don't like attempting to put it together, but I love new furniture. So enjoy, boo. And thank you again for 5 months. Elwell, thank you for 16 months. Chantel's filters are on strike due to unpaid OT. The new what, and it's not new, she's done it before. The thing she's doing with the hijab under the chin, I'm just like, oh, like truly, even if it's for vain reasons, I will always respect someone trying to turn their health around. Chantel is like, she's starting to be like a bit more deformed. I know she's kind of been deformed for a while, but it's just like, girl, what is the shape of this face, this head? And I get it, the hijab like might keep things structured, but it's just like, ooh, your skin looks horrible. She's a different shade of like red or purple, depending on the day, depending on what's going on with like her high blood pressure. And it's just like, you don't want to try it all? Earlier, she was live, and I think she ordered like some cheeseburgers from McDonald's. And this is following yesterday, Chantel claiming she's, I think, either 388 or 390 pounds. Bitch, talk to your doctor. If she believes that weigh-in, because at the end of the day, Chantel's delusional. If she believes that weigh-in, she needs to talk to her doctor about why she looks like she's over 450 pounds. So if that is her weight, I'm not here to go back and forth about that. If that is her weight, talk to the doctor. Talk to a team, actually. Like, I know I look like I'm about to hit about 500 pounds, but the scale is saying 390. Help me out. What's going on? What's going on? But she just carries on. 390? Okay, girl. Whatever you say. Matt, thank you for 35 months, almost 3 years. I can't believe this. Matt, right? Oh, thank you, Boo. Oh, I remember one of the first conversations I had with Matt actually had to do with merch. For those who don't know, my longest standing merch, Matt created that. And I remember having that conversation with Matt, and Matt was just so excited. And sometimes, too, I have to remind y'all, like, remember, I'm just a bitch in Florida. Like, I'm actually grateful for you helping me. But Matt was just so excited that, like, they'd be able to help me with the merch. I don't know. I've always remembered that. So I appreciate you, Matt. And speaking of, let me try to remember off top to tell you the makeup I'm wearing. It's this Nomad palette. I never remember how to say the name because I butcher the name. But this is the color story. Hold on. This is the color story. I'm wearing Shotsky and Mountain Chalet. So these two blues here. Those are the two that I'm wearing. And I really, 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 really love this color story. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. I have 3 Nomad palettes. And if I can't remember specifically who, but it was someone in Discord who actually put me on to Nomad. It was either Klanka or possibly Kim put me onto the Nomad brand, and I haven't looked back since. That's the truth. Now, Plantain Sweetie, red is circling back soon because it wasn't a red look. Today's blue, tomorrow's purple, but I will be circling back to red very, very soon. So I got you. I got you. Because I saw a few suggestions in chat where people were looking for red. I'm like, damn, they miss red. Let me get that together. Yes, thank you for 10 months, Boo. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quirky moments. I love this. Like the stream or Foodie's boil juice will get in your next drink of water. Did you guys see the picture of the like bandages or whatever that she showed on stream? I want to say like it was days ago. I don't know if anyone had seen it, but it burst and then she, went to go get help and then it was still leaking. She said it was a lot. Keep in mind, I'm not going to do it to y'all today, even though Cece, based on that smart ass comment, I should, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I actually do have it saved, but I'm not going to do it to y'all today. It's actually really disgusting for real. It's disgusting. But it's Chantel, so she just carries on. She's carrying on. And then, as I mentioned, I think last stream she got more stuff going on with her coochie, so it's falling off again or whatever. I've never known someone to have back to back just issues with a pussy, just back to back. Like you're not learning. There's nothing you want to change about your routine, add to your routine. None of that. No, just let it fall off. Why not? I don't know what it's like to have the nonstop issues that Chantel's going through, but listen, the pussy lips might fall off, a clip might fall off, the thing might just decay. I don't know. I remember what her pussy looked like when she posted it to, was it the OnlyFans or community tab post? Remember that time when she was in Cuba? And for whatever reason, through that rant, she thought it was a good idea to just post her pussy. When I tell you, I flipped because I wasn't sure what I was looking at. I rotated it. I've never, outside of being obviously romantic with someone, I've never looked and examined a pussy that close of a stranger online. Obviously, in my personal life, duh. But like the way I was just examining and trying to understand like what it was, and it was Chantel's pussy. Anyways, let me continue. Sorry, because I'll keep going because I never forgot that shit. That shit stuck in my head, unfortunately. Roly Poly, welcome to the Gold Cluster. Actually, welcome back. Welcome back, Boo. And you are Supreme. If you're not already in the Discord, you do have access. You do, Boo. Psychotic, thank you. She got a trench foot in her clam and a crack boil, and she acts like this. This is the same Chantel who will continue to say she has no problem getting a man. She ain't desperate. She ain't girl. Even though we're about to go over a great example, but it's just like, girl, shut the fuck up. Please shut up. She barely got Salah hanging on, please. And thank you again, boo. And again, Jojo, I appreciate you. Love Island tonight after the stream. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, thank you for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you. To all the new members, enjoy. You do have access to the Discord. And again, if you're into Love Island, feel free to join us tonight. Another one from Jojo. I need Kenzie to go home. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a little behind, but Kenzie was getting them, and Kenzie don't close her mouth. Anyways, I'm gonna leave these Love Island rants for the Discord, because there's a few people that's starting to get on my nerves, and it only takes like one episode. It will take like one episode for me to change my opinion. But ladies, beautiful, the men need more work. I need to know who cast these men, because the women, chef's kiss every single time. And so for y'all, actually, I'm gonna leave it for the Discord, because my girlfriend is on Love Island USA, and the only reason she's on there is because she didn't meet me yet. But I'll get into that when we get into the Discord. But I love her. We're gonna be married by like next summer. Anyways, Sequoia, thank you for 5 months. Here's to 5 months. W Charlie, W Mod, W Chat. Thank you, boo. May have to skip this one, unfortunately, for mental health reasons. Understood. Just give me 6 hours in Minecraft with Foodie Beauty. As long as you agree to tag me in. That's the deal. If we do this, you got to agree to tag me in. It got to be one of those. But I appreciate you. And that's to anyone, if this gets too much, especially with the disgusting things that Chantel said throughout the stream from the other day, please choose your mental health first. But Sequoia, I appreciate you, boo. Let me see. Shadow, thank you. I'm pretty sure you're rejoining. Thank you. And you are Supreme, boo. Between Chantel and Roz, my blood pressure stays high. When I tell you, it was just back to back. And let's not forget, Amber was up on panel with Stefan before the docuseries dropped. Amber was on panel having a good time. At one point, she was going back and forth with another creator who went up on the panel to call out Stefan and drag the fuck out of him. And speaking of Amber, she's now back in the LCU Discord, so I'm sure she'll be somewhere on one of those LCU shows soon. Like, bitch, please, girl, you've been replaced. Anyways, and thank you again, Shadows. Happy to be alive. Thank you for 1 month membership. I appreciate you. Thank you. And there was no message, so just so you know. Wicked City Pops, thank you so much for 4 months. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for all the support. Truly. Zen, thank you for 10 months. FFG really should learn to shut the fuck up too, because what the fuck? Yeah. When I tell, it's just been back to back horrible takes, just back to back. And with FFG's, I think what was the most confusing is because she was criticizing Chantel for what she was saying, which I agree with, only to follow up with agreeing with Chantel and pretty much piggybacking off of what Chantel was saying. It was weird. It was just like, bitch, are you not listening to yourself? And I get it. She sounded like she's in the bottom of a I don't know why anytime she leaves the country, like, she can't work that out, but either way. Mars, thank you. Hope everyone's mindful of their mental health. That Chantel is still a clown, looking gorgeous, queen. Thank you, boo. Chantel is a clown. She will remain a clown. She will always be a clown. And she will always be miserable. The thing with Chantel, she hates women. And for whatever reason, when she feels someone may have gone through something similar to her and they get the support she feels she deserves, she always needs to chime in. She always needs to chime in and just say some of the most disgusting shit. It would have cost her nothing to shut the fuck up. She should have shut up and got to them doctor's appointments that she desperately needs, instead of sitting on live stream for hours giving these horrible takes. But here we are. And thank you again. Charlie, my cat has been found today. She's home now. Cap, congrats, boo. Cap, tag me in Discord. And I'm happy to hear your cat is okay. I know there's been a lot going on with a few of y'all pets, but I'm happy your cat is safe, boo. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, thank you. Giving a lifetime of trauma to the victims isn't repaying a debt to society just to temporarily play nice. Offenders deserve no sympathy. They deserve no sympathy, and they deserve no life. And that's me seeing it as TOS friendly as possible. What Honey Iced Tea said here is literally the biggest problem when it comes to sex offenders and predators and all of that. The reason I believe they should not continue to live is because they kill a part of the victim. And I know that sounds very negative. I'm not saying victims, survivors can't heal. I just do not believe that that part of you that dies ever comes back. I don't. And I don't mean that in a negative way. My heart goes out to all y'all survivors, everybody who's been a victim. But I just think they don't deserve to be a part of society in general. It's not my call to make, but those are my thoughts. Koba, thank you so much. Oh no, Cobalt Blue. Sorry, Cobalt Blue. Master, I mean Madame Gold. Can we skip the torture? I mean bonding today. It's giving me PTSD. Also, you can't hypnotize me. I won't look at the screen. Cobalt Blue, what are you saying? What are you saying? I think you're confused. See, that's the problem. When you guys say stuff like this, it just reminds me. It reminds me that I don't do this often enough. Cobalt Blue, I need you to stop what you're doing and look at the screen. We're going to get started in a second, but I need to make sure that I get the chat right, especially for a stream like this. Cobalt, pause. Look at the stream. Look and take it in. One moment. Enjoy the bonding. You enjoy the streams. You enjoy having to put your food to the side because we paint so much. Y'all enjoy it. It does make us stronger. It gives us thicker skin. This is what we need. You don't need help. You are right where you're supposed to be. Y'all enjoy it. So to anyone who is sharing the same opinion as Cobalt Blue, I feel like that got you centered again, right? Right? Correct. See, now we're back. We are good. And to anyone spreading those cult rumors, they are false. We are a church. We come together because we share a lot of the same opinions and we just like to talk through some things. That's all. We are not any of those things. But Cobalt, thank you both. Thank you for the support. Nikipedia. Miss Ma'am, and Miss Ma'am, you know what I'm talking about. First of all, thank you for 11 months. Yay, I got some bedtime listening. Oh, Nikipedia, I've been tuned in, boo. I've been tuned in. And I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I've learned to believe people when they show you who they are. And I've been watching your coverage. I've been watching that coverage. And some of the things I've heard recently, I'm just like, girl, Callie, what the fuck? Are you okay? No, you're not. That's the problem. That's all I'm going to say. Just know, y'all, things change around here. That's all I'm going to say. Things change, people change, and you just got to believe people when they show you who they are. My heart goes out to that young child who's probably going to have to work through a lot of things when they get older, sadly. Damn it, Liv, how do you struggle to put furniture together? Legos Wait a minute. Hold on. How do you struggle to put furniture together? Lego comes with instructions. Damn it, Liv. Y'all can't drag me unless we're an hour into the stream. New rule. No dragging. No dragging me until we're an hour into the stream. Yeah. What have I done to y'all? I have done nothing to y'all. And I still didn't forget last stream. What was shorter? Roz's part in the documentary or me? I never forgot that. That's one of them super chats that is just like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my days. Got me good. Damn it, Liv. Thank you. Lady Savage, thank you so much. This is very generous. Thank you. Thank you for the best streams around. Thank you. Serious topics with the right amount of giggles. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I try to balance them out. Thank you. You're truly a 10-foot goddess thank you, of turning the bottom of the barrel into our giggles. Found my home. Treat yourself. Thank you so much, boo. Thank you. Yeah, I know these streams are a lot, and it's even asking a lot to have y'all tune in. So I appreciate y'all for being willing to have these discussions. But again, please always prioritize y'all first. The next stream will probably be something completely different, hopefully. Please let it be that. But thank you so much. And Lady Savage, once again, very generous. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. EB, you know what I mean? No, we don't, freak that. And speaking of freaks, EB, I appreciate you. So, for those who don't remember last stream, this is how good it was that I had saved it. And EB came through. For those who don't remember, Parasocial Hot Dogs last stream said, "Not safe for work. I have a great tattoo idea for Oz. Picture this, a tattoo that says, 'Welcome to me' on the doggy door roof. Drops painting brush." For those who don't remember that request, EB delivered it after the stream, and it is in the Not Safe for Work thread in the Discord. Masterpiece. And I will say that picture of Rosie, because I've seen pretty much a lot of Rosie's work online that she put up there. I don't recall that position. I don't recall it, but not safe for work. That's all I'm gonna say. Not safe for work in the Discord. EB, thank you for your hard work. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, the colors you chose gives a coming down from heaven to smite a dumbass kind of vibe while also looking ethereal. Thank you so much, because we're going to dog walk the fuck out of this bitch. I cannot stand her ass. And Chantel does these things while forgetting her past and also not considering the amount of viewers that view her channel or the creators that cover her that wouldn't appreciate her take. I'll say that. I'm gonna save it for the stream. And thank you again, boo. Thank you. Let me see. Taterella, thank you for 3 months. Charlie, you're gorgeous. 8-3 queen. Please do a makeup tutorial. Ooh, you about to get me dragged. Tater, you about to get me dragged. Please do a makeup tutorial vid. Love the eyes, but I need to know how to recreate the mug. So glad you're live. Thank you so much, boo. You're gonna get me dragged, because if there is anything that is more highly requested or comes close to being as highly requested as a weigh-in, it's a makeup tutorial for me. So anytime someone brings it up, I'm just like, oh, I know I need to, but just give me time. How much time do I need, since it's been years? Just a little more. Just a little more. Because I need to balance a few things out. I'm barely up here as much as I want to be, but I know. I know. I appreciate y'all and y'all patience. Patience is a beautiful thing, right? Am I convincing you? Okay. The scooter needs a safe word. Thank you. Don't do it. I beg. I just got off of work. I don't need the negativity in my life. The scooter needs a safe word. Don't forget, you have a safe place here. So no matter what comes your way today's stream, we got you. Don't worry. I'm hoping to get to painting at some point during the stream, but we'll see. Kyle, thank you so much. Goodbye, Kyle. I get you, Charlie. That mess needed studying. The only other time I had to examine with squinted eyes was her husband's cupcake. And can you imagine those two things coming together? You got to remember what her pussy looked like and then what Salah's dick looked like. They cook. Okay. You know what? It's really early in the stream. But you get it. Like mangled and mangled. Maybe that's why they're together. Anyways. Thank you so much. And to be clear, if you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, just trust what I'm saying. If y'all knew the amount of body parts that I've seen of strangers that I never asked to see, mind you. It's times like this I think to myself, girl, where did you go left in life when you were supposed to go right? Because just seeing, for example, right? when Amber posted the blood clots and all of that from the toilet a few years ago, why do I remember what that looks like? Chantel's pussy, know what that looks like. Rosie's asshole, ass crack, her doggy door, her pussy, Fallah's dick. I saw Natter get a hand job on stream. You know, for anybody who's still in school, please keep going. Keep going. I'm not saying there aren't highly educated people in this space. There's a lot, but just keep going. Just keep going. I still need to figure out where I went left when I was supposed to go right. I don't know what happened, but I'll figure it out one of these days. Lady Savage, thank you for the gifted members. To all new members, enjoy. Please definitely check out the emojis unless you have iPhone, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with Apple and YouTube. Apple's always like beefing with the platform. Because for those who don't know, the custom emojis for a lot of us streamers, when it comes to iOS, it hasn't been working. And Apple, because they got all that money, they think they could just run around here doing whatever they want, and they need to cut that shit out. They really do. We have these emojis for a reason. But please, new members, enjoy the emojis. You also have access to the Discord. Please get in there if you are comfortable. Let me see. Olivia Batty Benton. I'm straight-ish and engaged, but soul is my. Hold on, Olivia. Hold on, Olivia. Girl, I'll see you in Discord because I already got a fight Wild Orchid. Am I fighting Kim too? Kim, I can't remember if we're fighting over soul as well, but I know I'm fighting Wild Orchid. I think I'm fighting Kim over soul, and now I gotta add you to the list, y'all. By the end of the season, I'm gonna get jumped by my own people. Because if you guys get a minute, you can Google Soul from Love Island. Again, that's my girlfriend will be married by next summer. It doesn't matter that we haven't met yet. Like, you know, things happen in steps, and she went only on there because we ain't meet. But either way, so if anybody's wondering what my girlfriend looks like, just Google Soul from Love Island, and you will see my girlfriend's soon to be fiance, soon to be wife. Now, I will continue. We'll continue with the support in a moment. Let's get started. We're about 42 minutes in, so let's get into this mess from a few years ago that didn't age well. But it's Chantel. Nothing she really does ages well, including herself.
Okay. No. No, 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 nope. I don't know. I don't want to talk to him directly, but anyone wants to let him know. It's so, like, he's, oh my God. Okay, fine. I don't even know what to say. Like, at this point, let's just not talk about it. I'm like shaky. Like, I can't. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna go with fucking like, what? Like, do you even comprehend what's going on?
Now, I know there are a good amount of viewers who weren't around during this era of Chantel. So from time to time, I am going to pause to make sure I like really paint the picture or give you a better idea of what's going on here. When I tell you back then, Chantel would go live and just start freaking out like this. There's times, because you know how nowadays she'll be live, she'll be laying there, whatever. There's times Chantel used to go live and she just starts screaming. Chantel once did a live stream, and I kid you not, I'm not making this up. Chantel once did a live stream while she was screaming and taking a shit in the bathroom. Like the camera was pointed to the ceiling and you heard her in like an echoey room. It was the bathroom. She was taking a shit and raging and crashing out over Natter. And then like you hear her flush the toilet and she just keeps going and then finally picks up the phone. I can't even remember if she washed her hands because she, even back then, she didn't really wash her hands like that. But when I tell y'all, that was some crackhead shit. Like, you are streaming to thousands, taking a shit and going off on this dude. Oh, okay. You can't make this up. When I tell you it, there was no prime time TV that was giving this. That's why we were so hooked, because it wasn't scripted. These people were just out of their fucking minds and had access to the internet. But go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Like, I react. He's gonna go to spend a weekend at Dee Dee's with my phone service. Like,
Like, don't hate the player, hate the game is exactly made for this situations like this.
Now, that there, when she said, don't hate the player, hate the game, she was referring to the victims and what they were expressing through the docuseries. See, that quote doesn't belong there. It actually belongs here. So Chantel not only had gotten at her an iPad, she gotten at her a phone, was paying the bill, all of that. That same Natter was about to go away for the weekend with Dee Dee. That same Natter is he would use those devices to drag the fuck out of Chantel on live stream. Like, imagine paying for these things and this bum using those things to drag you online. So she's going off. She's freaking out because she's finding out he's about to be with Dee Dee for the weekend. So this is just one of many crash outs that we've seen through the years. It's wild. There's so much more to this. Please buckle in, especially if you haven't seen this era of Chantel. Oh, you're in for a treat.
it's not even about the phone service. I don't care. It's like, doesn't care. Oh, I want karma to get him so bad. And sometimes never happens. I feel like I'm gonna puke. I sent Dee Dee a fucking message. I'm like, she's like, the phone doesn't work. Like, you go to Dee Dee's, it's seriously done. Like, you're not gonna spend the weekend at another woman's house. Oh my god. Like, he needs to know that. Like, you make your choice right now. Like, I'll never talk to you ever again.
I would like to remind y'all a couple of months after this whole thing right here, she ended up sleeping with Dee Dee. Mm-hmm.
I swear. I swear. Like, for real. Like, how is this happening? Like, how? How can somebody be so shitty? And he won't say it's over. He won't say it. He's being vague. You see how he is? He's manipulative, and I can't do it anymore.
And I see a lot of you guys in chat mentioning this. Do you see how much smaller she looks, how much healthier she looks? Here's the thing. Even back then, we thought she looked bad because she's been aging like rapidly through the years. But if you look at this Chantel here versus now, like, there's life in this one. Even though, yes, she's crying, there's life. Like Sugar Honey Iced Tea said, this was when her face wasn't red. Like, look at the life. Okay, yes, she's, sobbing, but look. And don't get me wrong, this is filtered a lot, but as you can see these days, those filters can't even help her anymore. Those filters these days have been struggling. There's only so much they can do. So you see this mess, it's just like, girl. And right here, I want to say she was around 3 something, if I'm remembering correctly. If I had remembered, I would have tried to track down a supposed weigh-in from back then. But based on the weigh-in that Chantel mentioned yesterday, if I'm remembering correctly, she's claiming to only be about 40 to 50 pounds from this. So, we'll see.
We're saying I didn't try calling him 100 million times. We're saying I'm cuckoo. Like, what? You make me this way.
Keep in mind, this is the same Chantel who's gone on to talk about all the different ways she's tried to be possessive with past partners. It's just with Natter, she hadn't met her match. Continue.
And he hasn't shed a fucking tear for me. Not one. Actually, he's laughing. He's laughing.
Natter wasn't the only one laughing. Majority of this community was laughing. Chantel is a piece of shit. Let me be very clear, especially if anybody's new to my platform or this corner of the internet. Majority of the time, when you see someone struggling, going through horrible relationship woes like Chantel is here, the the reaction normally is to feel bad, want to support the person, uplift them. But Chantel, because she's been the piece of shit that she's been through the years, for the most part, people didn't care. You want to go live and blast this? Go ahead. Go on ahead. She is a piece of shit through and through, and there's not one woman she wouldn't shit on to make sure she gets attention from a man. So these tears, at least for me, mean nothing. Carry on. And this is the same kind of tears she's continued to cry through the years because Chantel's still a miserable bitch 5 years later.
I know everyone's laughing at me right now. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve to look like an idiot crying after you.
And she's still an idiot today, crying after the men she fetishizes. If we just take this away, if you close your eyes and just listen to Chantal crying, these are similar tears that she's cried over Salah. It might not be for the exact same reason, but similar tears. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. Her life just sucks, don't it?
Do you think it would be better to deal with this off live? No, I don't want to be off live right now. I'm going crazy. Like, I'm shocked because that's not the person I see behind this person he's showing you. Like, you people like eat it up. You have no problem disbelieving everything about me. By him, you fucking believe him? Like, what? Like, really? Like, I show you proof. You don't give a fuck. You just want me to be the liar. That's it. Nothing. Nothing.
It's interesting that she has this take back then because what she's complaining about is what she's doing to victims today. She's just blindly believing that Stefan is this guy who actually wants good things for these women. But these women telling their stories, Chantel actually, and you'll see it in this edit, Chantel actually laughed and pretty much mocked one of the victims for saying that they survived paradise. But here, she's so upset that people would believe Natter or question her, only to turn around and be exactly what she was so upset about. Chantel's one of those people who never deserve grace. That's why she barely gets any today.
Else matters. Why don't you understand, Sabrina? It's not easy to leave when you love somebody, no matter how they treat you.
And then
What was that Chantel just said? It's not easy to leave someone that you love. No matter how horrible they treat you, sometimes it's really hard to leave. But just a few days ago, this is what Chantel said.
But not just that, she's saying that she's a victim, but she went back to the house after that and brought her kids there every day and then had a baby with him.
I think I'm so.
That's coming from the same Chantel who kept going back to Natter's house, who kept sleeping with Natter even after he abused one of her cats. And this is the same Chantel who, at one point, let's not forget, sat on the platform and asked Natter to apologize to her publicly and be honest about the future that he wants with her, which also includes children. But this is her opinion on one of the victims. Got it.
so upset because I realize it really is over. Like it can't be something after everything, and I'm just like in denial, and I just can't I can't breathe. Like that's the thing too. Like I feel like he calls Dee Dee over just to like make me want him again or something. Like he really, really is not like this with me behind the scenes. I promise you.
Oh, and I actually want to make sure I highlight this correctly too, because I want to make sure I say the right stuff. Proof that she didn't pay attention when it was the women speaking, because Cease said clearly she was pregnant by him before he assaulted her. That, and I want to grab Olivia's too, and she had no ties like children to Natter. Chantel is gross. It would become that much harder to walk away when children are involved. And remember that young lady was actually very open and honest about like how they didn't want to, like, their biggest fear was to be a single mom. And I actually get that. I'm not saying it's for the same reasons, but that's one of my biggest fears too. Why? Because I saw my mom be a single mom, and I saw some of the nastiness that comes from that. So it's not to say like, oh, people wouldn't react differently or whatever. It's just the judgment coming from Chantel is crazy. Crazy as hell, especially knowing some of the things that her mom went through being a single mom. I'm not saying her mom was assaulted or anything like that, but just the struggle of knowing what it is to be a single mom and what would cause a woman to potentially still go back to that house. She said it was for her kids. She just wanted to provide what? A certain life for her kids if it was possible. But here goes Chantel. Oh, she brought her kids back. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Anyways, before I get mad. Yeah, sorry. I know I probably worded that wrong, but Cece was pregnant from him when he assaulted her and showed the recording. Yeah. Yep.
He acts like my fucking husband. Like he acts like he's with me. Trust me. You know how needy I am. You don't think I would say something if he was like not giving me something I needed? Come on. And it just hurts that he's just like I said, like you're just gonna you don't miss me at all. Like you don't miss me. I miss you. You don't miss me because you have
Let's not forget the following month, almost a month exactly from this here, Chantal reported Natter and claimed that he sexually assaulted her for about 10 months. And she mentioned some other things as well. Just keep that in mind.
no problem going away for the whole weekend. Like it's nothing. So you know what? Fuck you. Don't ever, 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 ever. No, it's so done. Yeah. He's a narcissist. He is. Yep.
Okay, you felt
You know who else I think is a narcissist? Stefan. Now listen to what Chantel said here about boundaries. And then let's listen to a clip that Chantel said out her own mouth just a few years ago.
violated him touching your stomach, but you need to set your boundaries, girl. Narcissists, the number one thing, they don't respect boundaries. They don't respect people's boundaries because they don't care about you as a person. So how can they respect your boundaries, right?
No.
Chantel had the fucking gall to sit there and try to judge a victim about not setting proper boundaries. As if Stefan gives a fuck about boundaries. Once you step into that house, in my opinion, it's all about Stefan. Whatever he had in mind is what's going to happen. Even one of the ladies had mentioned that it was like an unspoken rule. If you're in the house, you're more than likely going to be sexually active with Stefan. Imagine that being an unspoken rule. Imagine watching all three parts of that docuseries and still bring her ass up here to even say a fraction of the shit that she said. Set better boundaries. Even though she had the opinion that she had about one of the victims being drunk.
Now that I understand what that is, yeah, he is.
I know when he said he didn't consent to having a woman having his kid, like that doesn't work that way, buddy. But he is right. Like I guess when he said men don't have a choice, and it's true, they don't. So, and I mean, nor should they. It should be the women's choice, but I mean, it's true. It's factual. They don't. He doesn't have a choice, and at least he acknowledged that.
The way Chantel said that was so odd to me because it's like she was finding a way to give him props. At least he acknowledged that. This man said it was for his mental health that he was not active in his kid's life. And when he said that they were conceived without his consent, the same man who was violating past victims and putting spermicide in them without their fucking consent. But at least he acknowledged that. And it's the way she snuck in there, like, not that they should have a choice. That's right. Are you sure? That's how you actually feel?
And why does the woman always get the shit after for being the idiot? You know? Why does the guy get fucking, like, he's a fucking hero?
I feel like he doesn't like. I feel like he's not intentional with hurting people. That's like the vibe I get. But I've never been like one on one with him, so you can't really get the creep factor unless you've been in that situation. And I don't like discounting people's stories, but some of them just seemed like very far fetched and bullshit, in my opinion. I don't think that's true, K May. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I think he actually really cares for the women that he comes across.
And if
There are going to be parts within this stream I actually don't need to say anything. It kind of speaks for itself. Chantel's a vile, vile piece of shit. And Chantel's also the type of pick-me that is dangerous. I've said this many times in the past. It's worth repeating again. If Chantel was a lot healthier, a lot more mobile, she would be incredibly dangerous, more dangerous than she is today.
anyone wants to let him know, I'm turning his phone off right after the stream. Again, forever. Actually, I'm going to cancel it and pay the cancellation fee so his number will be lost. And then...
Now, this moment here, I definitely wanted to include. As I mentioned, the original stream is from January 21st, 2022. Chantel is so upset that Nader is going to be spending the weekend with Didi. His phone's going to need to stay off. The following day, literally the following day, we get this here.
So some things went down. And I think I'm just going to say what happened and just really, really just put a lid on it forever because I can't. All right, you're going to hate me and you're going to think I'm stupid. And I am. And this is seriously the last time I'm going to talk about this today. After that, all of these people I'm about to talk about are dead to me, buried, and it should have stayed that way anyway. I was really just had a moment of weakness, and I just really miss Nader. So I tried reaching out to him on Messenger with another account I had made before to like see if he would like cheat on me. Like this was a long time ago, very stupid and juvenile. Like I called him on that account because he actually has me blocked on my other Messenger account. Like, is it not enough for me to like realize like this guy has me blocked? Like, and I'm still trying to fucking pathetically reach out to him? Like, what the fuck is wrong with my head? But he plays games too. So
I would just like to also point out while Chantel was sitting there judging the victims about boundaries or setting boundaries, let's not forget Chantel is someone who doesn't respect boundaries. Chantel is very similar to Stefan. That's why she can sit there and defend his behavior or try to paint his behavior in a different light. Chantel doesn't respect boundaries. This is the same Chantel that during that car ride, one of those, morning car rides after leaving Natter's house, she was upset that Natter didn't have sex with her. She does so much for him. The nerve of him to not at least play with her boobs. Chantel doesn't respect boundaries. If Chantel had the opportunity, Chantel would lie and assist a dangerous man who assaults someone. And I genuinely believe that. I'm not saying that to be dramatic or do the most. I genuinely believe Chantel would lie. It's bad enough she did that false alibi when it comes to May Anderson, but even in a different scenario, I genuinely believe Chantel would lie and assist. Chantel's the type of person, which again, I'm grateful she's not a parent. If God forbid a child of hers ever came to her and shared a traumatic experience, Chantel would side with the predator, especially if the predator was fucking her. And I genuinely believe that.
so he answered my phone call on Messenger. And then was like, I gotta call you back. And then hung up on me. What? So I call him back. And he's like, I don't know what I said. I'm like, so I don't even remember. He's like, he was like, you're not going to, why aren't you calling me on my phone? Why is my phone off? And I was like, like, it's supposed to, I don't know, like, I turned it off. It's supposed to be on, try it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, meanwhile, I go shower, okay? I spend time trying to pathetically reactivate his phone. Like, for the 8th time. Like, tell us. The phone company had.
Listen to this, especially for anyone who doesn't remember this. Chantel used to shut off Natter's phone so much because it was one of the ways she would try to control Natter. This time when she was trying to reactivate it once again, seeing that she canceled it the day before, they had to go through different security measures because it was weird, the back and forth. That's the different ways she was trying to control Natter. Because for her, it was all about control and getting her way. Sounds a bit like Stefan, don't it?
Had to actually send me a security code to be like, because to verify it wasn't like fucking fraudulent, because I suspend the phone so much. I do all that. I come back. He fucking blocks me on that other account on Messenger. So like, you want me to reactivate your phone and then not talk to me? Like I just was like writing in the message, like I'm just like I am like, you don't even miss me even a little bit. Like you don't even care. I called again and fucking canceled the number again. If I'm not reactivating it. That's it. I know I said the same thing yesterday morning. I don't know why I always do this.
Fuck out of here. Desperate how?
Did we just hear all of that? That's how. Chantel sits here with boldly, desperate how. I'm never desperate. I could get a man. Girl, please. Please.
I ain't fucking desperate, bitch. Go fuck yourself. And I'm not flexing. I have no problem getting a man, and I don't need to prove that to anyone. So go fuck yourself.
Since he's
She doesn't need to prove that because she can't prove it. Please be so for real. Chantel, actually, I want to Run Emmy. Why are you paying for a grown man's phone, Chantel? Face card isn't good enough, huh? No, no, no. Emmy, it wasn't just the phone. It was the phone, the tablet, the rent, the drugs, the groceries. For those who are around, if you remember, that one crash out she had because she had just spent like $200 or $300 on groceries for Natter, and then Dee Dee came over for the weekend. So the groceries that she bought was actually for Natter to cook for him and Dee Dee. Did I mention the drugs too? Let's not forget the drugs. The new clothes that she bought Natter. Because around this time, Chantel was making anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And a good amount of that was going to Natter.
Going for the weekend at Dee Dee's? Never, ever, ever even breathe my way. You're dead to me. Finito. Goodbye. Hello, Dubai. Because, yes, I do talk to Dubai sometimes behind the scenes because I'm keeping that option open.
Now there's two clips we're going to go over because even back then she's mentioned somebody from Dubai. Now the following day, she did get in contact with this Mr. Dubai that she was trying to throw in Natter's face. And I want to make sure we remember literally just a couple of months ago, there was also another Mr. Dubai that she was trying to throw in Salah's face. I don't know what Dubai did to Chantel, but y'all out there in Dubai, hide your uncles, hide your daddies, hide your grandparents. I don't know. I don't know what Dubai did to her.
So, fucking Dubai guy. I just feel so used and like I fucking hate men right now. Like they just fucking, I feel so like, oh. He didn't get back to me. And then I was like, I didn't care, but then I got a text message from him this morning saying like, oh, sorry, you didn't get back to me quick enough, so I hooked up with someone else. Like, okay. Just gave thumbs up, block, goodbye, fuck you.
I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm not going to Malaysia. I'm going to Dubai. I've been invited there. Because, yeah, a really fucking handsome person has invited me to Dubai. So, fuck this. Pays more attention to me than my own husband. I was talking to the guy from Dubai. And what? Two can play that game. I stopped talking to him because I said things are complicated with my husband and I don't want to be a cheater. So the guy you were jealous of and made me delete? Yeah, I talked to him. And what? Treats me better than you.
Just like you.
She don't get tired of like trying to use the same thing to get whoever she's with upset and jealous. So years ago, she had this Dubai guy. And the next day he was like, girl, I done fuck somebody else. That upset her, as if her pussy's worth waiting for. Please. Who knows if she had cleared up whatever Natter gave her, mind you. And just a couple of months ago, she was trying to get Salah upset. Chantel likes to say, oh, she has no problem getting a guy, getting a man. No, she has no problem having conversations with men. But getting one, someone who actually worth something, no. Chantel is a fucking joke. That's why she's had to pay for dick for years now. Ever since BB, those days are gone where men will actually put effort into her because people see what she is. Chantel's not worth shit. What does Chantel actually bring to the table? Truly. So this whole idea like, oh, she could get a man. No, she can't. Because if she could, she wouldn't still be chasing Salah. Chantel said herself that she worries about Salah fucking one of her cousins. If I had that concern over one of my partners, we're done. Because you know what? There are a lot of people out there. There are a lot of people out there where I could get with someone and I don't got to worry about that. Now, do I believe that's going to happen with Salah? No. But Chantel genuinely believes that. Chantel also genuinely believes that he would get involved with one of his underage cousins, and she's still with him. That's a level of desperate I hope to never reach, and I know I never will. I know I never will. Please. Now, seeing that there's a lot more left to this stream, and we're a little over an hour, let's bond real quick, and then we'll get back into it after I get caught up with some of the support. Let's take a moment, check on your pets, get your skincare ready, and make sure you're hydrated. I'll be right back.
Having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
You're gonna be detained. Detain me, bitch. Beep, beep. Whee. Whoa, whoa. What the fuck, man?
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
No.
Miss Piggy, no one wants you here.
Oink oink, bitches.
Maybe he's in the mood for pork. He doesn't get to eat it in real life, bitch. Go fuck yourself. Oink, oink.
Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. No time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't see and waste away. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
I was so excited to come back from break for one reason. Well, a few. I'm going to post this poll. Just know I didn't have enough characters to put everything within the question. So before you vote, listen to what I'm saying. You're going to a beautiful beach day. You're going to a beautiful beach for the day. Which girl would you go with? I ran out of characters. The second part of that is to let you know you will be responsible to apply sunscreen to the girl that you choose to spend the day at the beach. Now I will post the poll. Please vote. Please vote. Cece, you still here, Bill? See, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But yes, you will have to spend the day with one of the girls at a beautiful beach, and you will be responsible to put sunscreen all over their body because you know they can't reach. They can't reach most of their body. So please vote. Please vote. It is part of the bonding. It gives you strength. I see the chat going crazy. Y'all, it's just part of the community. It's important. It builds character. It builds character. Getting through these tough conversations build character. Burnett, thank you for 10 months. Greetings, Pastor Gold, and congregation. I've arrived with the holy water to exercise that vile count. That, in all seriousness, protect yourselves, chat. Exactly. Honestly, you might need a little bit of holy water for the poll as well. But hey, we'll be good. And thank you again, Burnett. Thank you for 10 months, boo. Junie, my boo. Hi, gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, hey, gorgeous. I'm gonna learn to read. Hey, gorgeous. I may skip this one too. She is vile, and I don't even blame y'all. I don't blame y'all. And thank you, Junie. And Junie, if you hear this or see this, I hope I see you in Discord after this for Love Island, so we can continue to watch my fiance Soul on the show. Olivia, I hope you heard that. I hope you heard that. It's Loya. I hope I said your name right. Hi, Charlie and chat. I super chatted 3 weeks ago after getting laid off, and I wanted you all to know that your well wishes paid off. I officially got a new job, better title and salary. Love this community. Y'all kept me motivated for real. Shout out to you, boo. And I really hope I said your name right. Can y'all please tag them in chat? Please tag them in chat. Congrats. Congrats. And baby, it wasn't you did that. You did that. Oh, I love that for you. Y'all heard that? Better title and salary. Okay? But when one door closes, just know there's one waiting for you. And that's to all of y'all who go through a lot of different things, because I know there's a lot y'all going through. It sucks in that moment, but just keep pushing forward. Please. Please. Let me see. Fit and Curvy, thank you for 61 months. Jesus. Hey, y'all, random update. Recently became certified as an animal companion pet death doula. Whoa. New chapter unlocked. Turning pain into purpose. Ooh, I'd love to hear more about that, Fit and Curvy. And thank you for 61 months. Shout out to you. I will say this, Fit and Curvy. There's one thing about you. If you're interested in a line of work or a field, you go for it. Because I know you've actually worked in other fields. So, Fit and Curvy, shout out to you. You are a very dedicated, motivating individual. I love that. And thank you again for 61 months, boo. One only. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. Let me see. Oh, shit. Not you being the welfare fund. Hold on. Let me adjust this. Ready, set, EBTs, EBT. Okay, let me calm down. EB titties. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for playing your part and keeping my black ass off of welfare. And let me make sure I play my part in keeping my platform, because oh my God. Yeah. Sometimes I just need to get a few more tops, because the problem is some of them are loose, but I like these tops, so I keep them. But thank you, one only. I appreciate you. Yamano, thank you. Legos are still too big for Charlie. See y'all in like 25 minutes, since I gotta wait for the out. You know what? Yamano, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta gag me like this. Yamano. Oh, Yamano, did you see the edit? Actually, did Yamano see EB's edit in Not Safe for Work? If you didn't, I'll tag you after the stream. And nobody laugh at Yamano's super chat. It wasn't funny. Asshole. Mars. Damn, y'all are mean to Charlie. I'll help you with your Lego furniture queen. I got you. See, Mars, I was with you. That first sentence, I was with you. And then the second half, what happened? What happened? And there's going to be new viewers that actually believe y'all thinking that I'm short, and I'm not. To new viewers, welcome. Welcome. Yes, am technically the tallest creator in this space. I'll just say one of the tallest, just to keep it humble, but one of the tallest creators in this space. And chat just likes to tease me. If you hear anyone saying I'm 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", any of those numbers, please ignore them. But welcome. I'm sure you could tell. Yes. Mars asshole. Thank you, boo. XO Charlie. I said XO Charlie. XO Ashley. I love a good Chantal dog walking. Let's go, cutie. Woof woof. Girl, don't summon Salah. Speaking of Salah, where the fuck he been? Maybe we should summon him. Because anytime I think about that now, it's him. Chantal needs to just take a shit again on stream, and I promise you, he will pop up. He will pop up immediately. That's the sad part. And thank you again, Ashley. Thank you, boo. Chantal is the boil frosting on the cupcake. Ew. Now I got a nod. Sugar honey iced tea. I know that wasn't the purpose of your super chat, but now I have another poll idea that has to do with Chantal's boil and food. I'm not going to do it today. Well, I don't know. Let's see how many people vote in this poll. But sugar honey iced tea, I know that wasn't the purpose, but when the brain starts working, I got to actually put it to use. But just don't worry. I'll think of something good. It may not happen this stream, but it's going to happen. Ew, what if she marinated her? Okay, you know what? Nothing. Yes, reacts. Thank you. Stop Bob Rossing so early. Damn. Mind you, that came in after. Listen, I just think out loud. I think out loud. If I stopped thinking out loud, y'all would actually, what would these streams be if I stopped thinking out loud? You see what I'm saying? And thank you for the support, boo. Like, these things go through my head. And what you want me to do? Keep it to myself? See, I told y'all this before. If I kept these thoughts to myself, I'd probably lose my mind. The reality is, if I kept these thoughts to myself and I didn't speak them out loud, I'd probably sound like Callie. That dumbass. Is that a shopping cart? Thank you, boo. Hi, Madam Golds. I received my bachelor's diploma today. Submitting my master's program application now. Fingers crossed. Thank you for 6 years of entertainment, tall queen. Is that a shopping cart? Good luck. Congrats, and you got this. I think I saw you guys celebrating them in chat. If you don't mind, can you please tag them again and congratulate them, uplift them, and wish them luck. Master's degree on the way, boo. I know that's right. Oh, wait, another one. By the way, I started watching on the body part conversation. Imagine my shock at I've seen Ross cat flap. I've just seen it. I've seen a lot. The truth is, the fact that I am still somewhat sane speaks to the work I do in therapy, because I have experienced and seen a lot in this corner of the internet. And I'm still here. And we're here together. You see what the bonding breaks do? You see what the painting does? It builds a stronger foundation. And that's what I'm going to keep telling you guys. I don't care if you don't believe it. Thank you so much. The Wrong Missy, thank you so much. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you. Let me see. Thank you. Lady Savage, thank you. Pure Evil, could trap with kids so tired, so tried with the law. And speaking of that, Lady Savage, Chantal is that type. If she could have trapped Natter, honestly, she probably would have trapped BB. That's the truth. That's another thing that makes her definitely very bitter towards women. I'm not going to go on. People in any systems to help, all tools for predators like that to use and discredit real victims. But when it's her, she expects respect, sympathy, empathy. things that she can't even do for others. Chantel is a vile piece of shit through and through. And I will never understand why she will still sit here years later and claim that the hate she receives is due to her size while saying the things that she sat here and said about victims. And I want to repeat, even though I'm not playing the clips today, a lot of what she said about Mae Anderson years ago is why what she said a few days ago is not shocking. She's a piece of shit. And thank you, Lady Savage. Thank you, boo. Let me see. Junie, Chantel is auditioning for him. Her need to validate this piece of shit is deranged in itself. She is an enemy to other women, the very woman who ruins others. Isn't Chantel kind of sounding like Rita? Like, genuinely, I could see her being friends with Stefan, and I'm not kidding. For those who don't remember, when we went over Rita, I want to say 2 streams ago, Chantel's giving Rita, just with a bigger platform. If Chantel could travel, I think she'd still visit the Paradise House. She claims like back then she would do it, maybe not today, but no, she's very limited. And if Chantel's going to travel, she needs to be guaranteed dick. So would she be traveling to Paradise these days? Probably not. But if Salah was at Paradise, Chantel would go. If Salah said he wanted to go to visit Paradise, Chantel would go. And I genuinely believe that. Mal, thank you, boo. Sending my thanks and appreciation to Discord. Bless. I did see that comment in Discord, boo, and I'm happy you're okay. And to everyone who sees specific comments in Discord and will still be encouraging and engage, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. And boo, we here. And thank you for 15 months. Let me see. Taby, if you hate us, just say that. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This, we bond. We bond. I was trying to think of something off the top of my head and I couldn't think of a damn thing. Think of a damn thing. Mind you, during the break, I saw this comment talking about time for bed. Get your ass back here. Talking about time for bed when I put the break on. Absolutely not. Stay. Thank you. Sleepy Moo, thank you for 5 months. I'm registered disabled. I can't do it. Wait, are you talking about the poll? Because I believe in you, Sleepy Moo. I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay? Period. Right, y'all? That's a yes. Shadow, thank you. This poll is why I will be the first interview for the Cult Expose Leader Golds. You can't make me choose any of these demons. Hold on, let me actually refresh the poll to see how many votes we have, because Shadow, you are going to participate. Remember, when y'all don't participate, I choose for y'all. So Shadow, actually, I'm going to circle back to you. Let's see how many votes we have on this poll. Hold on. 509, not bad. I feel like we could get it to at least 650. I feel like we could get it to 650 votes. Vote, please. Please vote. Over 1,100 people in here, and I better not see that number dip because I said it out loud. Over 1,100 people, y'all can vote. Obviously, some are driving and occupied. I understand, but there's at least 650 of you guys who could pause what you're doing for a second and vote, or I start to paint. See how I encourage you guys? See, that's called encouragement, not a threat. Yamano, thank you. This is the easiest poll ever. Now, if we had to find Charlie on the beach, that's harder since she can hide behind a grain of sand. Y'all see this bullying? See, Rosie will sit there and complain about bullying. Do you see what I go through? You know what, Yamano? I can't wait until I hear Remy's voice again on the stream. Yes, I am lying because I want Remy gone, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Rude. Y'all do not pay attention to Yamano. Yamano's kidding. Yamano's just bitter. Rosie won't get back to them. Bella, thank you. For all who might be stuck, just letting everyone know that I hired a pro organizer because it's okay to get help. Absolutely. Actually, Bella, if you don't mind, because I feel like we've been in DMs before, can you keep me posted on how that process works? Genuinely, I'm not asking for me. I'm actually asking for someone else. Because I've always been interested in looking into that. for someone specific. But keep me posted, boo. I think that is really cool and correct. It is more than okay to get help, please, if y'all can. There's no shame in that. And if y'all saw recently what Chantel's apartment looks like, once again, and I think that was from yesterday's stream or 2 days ago. Sugar honey iced tea. 24 hours later, clear weather. Rosie's still failing to honor super chats. I can't wait for you to drag her. Oh, for those who don't know what sugar honey iced tea is talking about, and thank you. And let me remind y'all, Rosie and I live within an hour of one another. Yes, we get rain in Florida. The other day she went live, she set a super chat goal to go swimming. She always got to set goals instead of just doing it and organically getting support. Then she posted a community tab post letting viewers know, and she put like a screenshot of the weather, letting viewers know it's going to be raining for a while. And that she won't be able to do the swimming live stream. Keep in mind, today it did rain. It did. It rained for less than an hour. So even though, yes, the weather app is showing there will be rain every day, probably for the next week, if she actually expands that, she'll actually be able to see when during the day it will rain. And seeing that she don't got a job, she could actually schedule her swimming, her pool stream around that. Shocking, right? Clear skies right now. About an hour or two ago, when I was getting ready for the stream, it was raining. That's how Florida weather is. It can be pouring. Literally, like right now, it's 6:21 p.m. It could be pouring rain, thunder right now, and by 6:30, clear skies, sunny for the rest of the day. And I'm not kidding. Like that's how the weather down here is, and she's aware of that. So posting that screenshot of the weather app was doing what exactly? Especially knowing that, hello, I live down here. So once again, got support, not following through. And let me look. Maybe I'm wrong. Is she live today? Let's see. Let's see. Nope, not seeing. I'm not seeing any notification from Rosie. Oh, you big fat whale, get your ass in that fucking pool. Okay? Okay? God, dumbass. And thank you again, Sugar Honey XT. K Buns, thank you for 16 months, boo. 4 or 5 booster blankets today, shorty. You know what? It's still the 2. Fuck you. Still the 2. And I look tall. Thank you so much for 16 months, 4 or 5. Oh, that's another thing. I need to actually get with Lilo to make sure I go through the list of the emojis because, yes, booster blanket emojis will be coming. That's not me admitting I'm short, by the way. Let's be very clear because I'm not. Let's get back into the stream and I'll get finished up with the support in a second. I just wanted to get through as many of them as possible. Kim, you saw that, right? I didn't. I got an early start tomorrow, so that's why I didn't. I just saw that, so I wanted to acknowledge it. I didn't do an edible today. I didn't. Let's not get comfortable with that though, because next stream I'll probably have an edible. It's just, I don't know. I'm enjoying them now. At first, I used to overthink it, like, is this gonna like be a bad look? Not that y'all didn't know I'd take edibles, but I feel like y'all fuck with this. So I'm like, you know what? We can keep this going. Shit, after a long day, shit. The fuck. Now back to Shondell.
On Messenger to a lot of women, and even after they show you their tits, he tries telling me, oh, they show me their tits, it's not my fault. Why do you answer their calls, stupid? Ugh, anyway. I know he doesn't care. I want to complain. Because I'm mad. I'm not trying to make myself look good. I know I look like an idiot. I know I look like a... Honestly, guys, this is me. Foodie Beauty. Can I look any worse to the world? No.
You might be offended, but this...
Chantel said back then, couldn't she look any worse? Why, yes. Yes, she can. Because when Chantel said these words here, I want to repeat, no, I shouldn't be shocked. But it was still disgusting to hear. Go ahead, girl.
This stream is not going to be for snowflakes. There was this one woman, Alex. She went there. She got really drunk, but not blackout drunk to the point where she goes to the hot tub. She willingly went into the hot tub, and Stefan had sex with her. She didn't say no. She was drunk, but not pass out drunk. She wasn't incoherent, okay?
Drunk means you can't consent. So because this young lady was not passed out, Chantel feels it was okay for Stefan to proceed to have sex with her. Okay.
If you're having sex with someone who's incoherent, whatever. The next day, she said she felt a certain way about it. She was really sad about it. And she in the documentary she goes, so then Stefan takes me to the pool and he proceeds to have sex with me. You didn't say no, Alex. How the fuck is he supposed to know you don't want sex?
The same Alex that was drunk? That Alex? That's part of the reason you can't consent when you're drunk.
If you don't say no. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they make it sound like, I don't know, she willingly had sex with him. It doesn't matter if they're easy to take advantage of. Like,
That was the moment right there. I was just like, oh. She was already not shit. She really ain't shit. And Chantel's never going to be shit. It doesn't matter if they're easy to take advantage of. What? How do you even say that and just carry on with the conversation? It doesn't matter if they're easy to take advantage of. Keep in mind, she's responding to one of her viewers in her chat. They're saying, hey, like, he can easily take advantage of these women. It doesn't matter. Chantel is a dangerous, dangerous woman. I am happy she lives the existence that she lives.
I don't know. So, do you guys think it's the same thing if he put on a condom without asking her? Because
when Chantel went to ask this question, and just a bit of a background of why she's asking this, within the documentary, one of the victims did talk about an allergic reaction to Stefan inserting spermicide in her without her knowledge. So Chantel was like dancing around that, and then she wanted to ask this question. I don't understand why this came to mind, but yeah.
condoms are covered in spermicide. So, if he put on a condom without telling her, do you think that would be the same situation? It's on him, but it's going in her. It's soon going to be inside of her, just like the spermicide.
Like, he has no, like...
What is she talking about? This man, she listened to the victim say this man inserted this in her without her fucking knowledge, to the point that she had a reaction. And another woman who used to be at the Paradise home confirmed, like, she knew what it was. He calls it kitty treats. I believe that's what he called it. Either way, it's disgusting. Whatever name it was, it's disgusting. And Chantel goes on to say, like, if he put on a condom, would people have the same opinion? And maybe I haven't looked into condoms in a long time, at least looked into them that deeply. I don't think condoms have spermicide on them. I'm pretty confident. And again, I could be completely wrong, but I'm like, isn't that something like from back in the day? I just don't know where she gets it. And also this speaks to how much she doesn't actually interact with people. Because when she said this, I was like, what the fuck are you saying? I get it. She hates women. I get it. But I genuinely believe there are people who may dislike women, hate women, and still don't say some of the vile shit that Chantel says. Okay, thank you, Big Scoops. They usually don't, right? Okay, some do. Either way, like, what was this conversation? Genuinely, what was this conversation? Jesus. Sounds like you problem. Thank you, Blue. I'm getting my hair done. So here is my tithe for the cult. Catch y'all on playback. Oh, I better see a picture of your hair, girl. I better see a picture of your hair because I know it's probably gonna look good. And thank you, Boo. Thank you. Oh my God. I was just like, what the fuck are you saying? Back to Chantel. Yeah. And keep in mind, the spermicide, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was placed on a tampon and then inserted into the victim without her knowledge or consent.
Like, how can you, like, maybe he doesn't have feelings. Why do you want to be with a man like that? Because I already am in love with him. It's not as if knowing these things just wears off the feeling for me. I can't help it. I don't know. And a part of me just wants answers. Like, I just feel like, what the fuck? Like, I just find this shit out. Like this, his spell's wearing off, and I have nothing. I can't talk to him.
So years ago, Chantel was explaining one of the reasons she continues to want to be with Natter, engage with Natter, is because she loves him. The feelings are there. But we fast forward today and she continues victim blaming these women. Like, oh, why would they go back? Or why would they engage in this? Or the disgusting shit she just said earlier. But years ago, she expected her viewers to be understanding of these explanations. Interesting. Let me grab this. Mungus. Foodie talking about condoms as a gotcha when she caught the clap. What, 3 times? I'll believe that. Like, I'll believe Salah doesn't cheat that. And let's not forget, speaking of condoms, for y'all who've been around for a while, years ago, Chantel was supposed to engage with this young man and possibly did, if I'm remembering correctly. And one day she went live with like a whole bunch of condoms on the ground, like trying to flex and show off and brag. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing. I hope I'm remembering it right. I think it was the 22-year-old. I'm putting on that sunscreen with a paint roller on and 6 foot 6 foot stick or a paint sprayer. Hey, those are options. Bring on the boily big backs. You know what? Speaking of that, thank you for that. And let's end the poll. Hey, listen, if you got to get creative to put sunscreen on these women, that's fine. It's going to be a beautiful day at the beach. And thank you for the support, Boo. It's going to be a beautiful day at the beach. And that's what matters, right, guys? Oh, shit. Not 724 of y'all voted. I love that. Okay. Thank you to all 724 of you who voted. Let me get this pulled up. YouTube backend, stop pissing me off. Let's see. What are the results? Okay. You're going to a beautiful day. You're going to a beautiful beach day. You're going to a beautiful beach for the day. I literally created this and I'm struggling. Which girl would you go with? 43% said Rosie, 37% said Amber, and 20% said Chantel. If I'm being as real as possible, for me, it would be Amber, Rosie, then Chantel. I don't want to know what Chantel's boil looks like when it bursts and we're on the beach. I don't want to know. I don't want to see it. I don't want to smell it. I'm not saying I won't smell the other girls, but yeah, it's going to be Amber, Rosie, and then Chantel. Yeah. And honestly, I would probably just throw down a tarp, squirt some sunscreen on it, and then like roll them. See? Like like Bishop has their technique and that's mine. Literally roll out a tarp, throw down mad sunscreen and roll those bitches. Just roll them. It will cover pretty much all the important parts. See? See, it's not that hard. See, it wasn't that bad. It's really not that bad. You just gotta get unique with it. You just gotta, yeah, kind of do that pretty much. If Stefan was from ME, she'd wait, hold on. Oh, you're right. If Stefan was from the Middle East, she'd be idolizing and wanting, that's you're not wrong, wanting to get in his house for the eggplant. P.S. You are, thank you, you're a 9 foot tall queen. Thank you. If Stefan was a man of color, you better believe she would have went darker with this, a lot darker. And that's the sad part. Chantal has this standpoint because she hates women, but with her hate of women, if we add a man of color, God help us. I probably wouldn't have covered it. That's how much worse it would have been. That's the truth. She's a disgusting piece of shit. Thank you, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I know people refer to non-members as grays, but I think we should call them honorary silvers. Silvers to the gold cluster. You folks are better than grays, period. I know that's well, I first heard that term in the LCU, but yeah, I don't name non-members or whatever, but listen, if y'all want to go with silvers, I'm a-okay. I just love the support all around regardless. And I appreciate you, boo. I appreciate you. But yeah, oh, speaking of LC, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe Amber's back in the Discord, but also like, what are y'all doing over there? And thank you again, y'all. And I'll get to the support from earlier. I didn't forget about it. I was just trying to grab these while they came in. I did not forget. Oh, Kasan saying, someone please confiscate the paintbrushes now. I'm not done. I'm not done. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Back to Chantal.
I have no contact with him. So it's like, it's so fucking hard. Like, I just want to scream at him in his fucking face like he did to me. Do you do that to Dee Dee? Do you scream in her face? I don't remember those things when I miss him. And I think he knows that. I think he knows that. Let him know. He can bees with Dee Dee all weekend in Montreal. I'll be in Montreal in a hotel with Dubai all weekend as well to try to get over you since it's over. So, see you later. No, that will help me feel better.
So Chantal's thinking, getting with this Dubai guy that actually didn't work out would help her feel better about Nader. I just want to remind y'all of what she said a few months after this when she was sleeping with some guy in a local hotel to try to get over Nader. Listen to what she was doing, like, I guess, in between sex rounds or whatever. Just listen to this. Imagine sleeping with someone and doing this in between. And in between having sex with this guy, I was going to the bathroom and looking up what Nader was doing. So, in between rounds of having sex with this man who's meant to help her get over Nader, Chantal was going off to the bathroom to check Nader's channel, check to see what Nader was doing. I remembered this stream because I was just like, girl, why would you admit this out loud? Even though, yes, she's admitted a lot of things out loud. Why would you admit this out loud? What if that man was watching? Because, a few of the people she slept with would at least tune into her streams here and there because she used to brag about her big platform. Why would you admit this? Are you okay? I know the answer is no, but like, why would you admit this? Something's wrong with her. Danny, thank you for 3 months. Your videos get me through my work shifts. Happy to catch you live this time. Thank you, Danny, and I hope you have a nice, easy, quick shift this time. I appreciate you, boo, and thank you again for 3 months. Let me see. Ophelia, thank you for 6 months. I'm 5'2", and I know you tower over me, period. Let me stop. I feel it in my short bones, unlike your tall bones. Your 6'8" bones. Thank you, Ophelia. You see this right here is the truth. Facts, nothing but facts. Thank you, Ophelia, and thank you for 6 months. Mind you, I'm a whole 5'4", 2 inches taller than Ophelia. But I'm gonna keep telling y'all I'm 5'8" or taller. And today I'm 6'8", and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You just gotta look me in my eyes when I tell you these things, and you nod. Back to Chantel.
You're not a bad person. That's what makes you a target for shit men like him. I believe you because I've been through it. Thanks.
So Chantel just got a message from a viewer in chat saying they believe her. She's a target for these people because apparently she's a decent person, but they believe her. And what did Chantel say? Thank you. As a victim, when you go through certain things and you speak your truth, you speak your experience, number one, it's a hard thing to do. But just hearing someone say, I believe you, can do so much for a victim. There's a reason she smiled, just to be believed. And for her to turn around and have the opinion she has just a few days ago, knowing what it feels like to just hear someone say, I believe you. I believe you. I don't doubt you. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic, but for those who know, you know, because not everybody believes you. And that just adds layers to your trauma when you know what the truth is. And unfortunately, somebody will doubt you, will question you, will blame you.
One girl, I think it was Savvy, she came out and she was just like, I'm a survivor of paradise. First of all, the survivor thing, I can't. Okay.
What's so funny about that? What is so funny about one of the victims saying they survived paradise, they survived their experience there? Why is that funny?
They're making him sound like Epstein level. I don't get that vibe from him at all. I wasn't there. I wasn't interacting with him, personally, so I don't like to say, but maybe it makes him a creep, but it doesn't make him a fucking rapist. Okay? So that's where you're you know what I mean? You're getting the lines blurred.
Imagine caping this hard for a man she doesn't know about experiences she didn't witness, nothing. I don't understand why her opinion had to be this strong. Why? Because they got a platform. They're getting a wave of support that she felt she deserved. The man's disgusting. And we have seen, because I remember it was posted, those comments where he was pretty much saying like, oh, wait until you turn 18 to certain viewers to get into the Discord and stuff. He's disgusting. The man is a predator. I don't give a fuck. God, I hate her.
To get off live stream for the night soon because this is just embarrassing for me, right? No, it's not, but I'm not going to Dee Dee's. Are you crazy? I'm not going to stalk him. He's not that worth it. Come on. I'm not going to catch a charge for this guy. That would be insane.
A reminder, the following month, Chantel reports Natter. And let's not forget, the reason Chantel reported Natter is because she found out Natter not only had plans to move to Montreal with Dee Dee, but she also found out that he was discussing possibly going to the authorities about her. Then she reported him. When she reported him and he got arrested, reality hit for her. Only for a couple of weeks later, she's in bed with Natter, in bed with Dee Dee, and sitting in Cuba pretty much saying, I don't give a fuck if I get in trouble for this man. Let's take a look.
He's at the courthouse having his relocation application approved to move to Montreal. Yeah, we'll see about that. He's on his way to the courthouse. If he really is, I'm going to the police station right now. No, it wasn't. It was the detective. And I can't talk about why. I'm not talking about him or anything to do with him ever again. We're not talking about each other. We're not supposed to. We can't be together ever. But I will try very, very hard again. I don't care if I get in trouble for seeing him. I don't care if I get in trouble. I don't. Only reason I went, he's acting like I stalked him by going to his house. He literally effing told me, actually, if you want to get a restraining order, I could prove that. In your earlier live stream that night, you said, she can come get her stuff. I don't care. Come anytime. Come anytime.
Keep in mind, this was Chantel a couple of days prior to what she just said.
It is my home. I pay the rent there. I should just go in. If the cops say anything, I should say, I pay the rent. Ugh.
See, for Chantel, these men are property.
You know what? I'm starting to remember his bad side. Like, I gotta remember, like, there's a reason I would come home and, like, be like, oh, yeah. Then I would miss him again. I don't know.
So...
listen to this. So Chantel's explaining, like, you know, she remembers some of the bad stuff, but she'll miss him and all of these things. I want y'all to pay, and I want to know, I actually want to see if anyone kind of side eyes what she says here when it comes to the mother of Stefan's twins. Listen to how she goes into the conversation discussing her. I want to see if y'all peeped it too, because I was just like, okay.
His baby mama. I think his baby mama... she's the black woman, right?
And she said that. I was like, his baby mama. And even the way she said baby mama, I was like, the black woman, right? You know what? Continue, Chantel. I was just like, that's the mother of his children. And in the past, when she's talked about women who are moms, I just never really heard her emphasize baby mama. So when she said that, I was just like, interesting. I was just like, you know what? Let's just carry on. Let's just carry on.
And then, but not just that, she's saying that she's a victim, but she went back to the house after that and brought her kids there every day and then had a baby with him.
Of course I'm psycho.
I want to repeat, she was pregnant prior to Stefan sexually assaulting her. And I also want to repeat, Chantel was returning to Natter's home, even though she sat on her platform and said herself she had options outside of other victims. Because I'll never forget, she was sitting on that dirty brown couch when she was like, yeah, I could understand. It was one of those random nights when she made it seem as though she understood viewers and the backlash she was getting. She was like, yeah, I can drive off. I do have my own place. I don't have kids, so it would be easier for me to walk away. Imagine someone who just had twins, not even one kid, too. But she's confused why she would still go back to the house with their kids.
Oh, fuck. Like, after everything I've been put through, of course I'm psycho. Yes, I am. I'm broken. I am. And what? He's so stupid. He's so stupid. He's more worried about how he looks and being right than seeing what's right in front of him. Like, oh my god. Whatever. Why do I deserve that and Dee Dee doesn't? You know what I mean? Why? That's all
I want to be very clear what she's referring to right here is actually the abuse. And I wanted to include the clips of Chantel's initial reaction when the Sam's Bar Lounge video dropped a few years back. For those who don't know, there was a viewer who secretly recorded Natter being abusive to Dee Dee. It was like a video chat or a phone call, either way, secretly recorded the abuse and took it upon themselves to upload it to YouTube because they were upset with Natter. And Chantel's reaction was not shocking, especially seeing that for months she was desperately trying to figure out why Natter treated her a certain way and not Dee Dee. Why they had a whole bunch of drama, but Natter and Dee Dee didn't have a whole bunch of drama. And that's what she's echoing once again right here. She gets this poor treatment. How come Dee Dee doesn't? That question in itself is just like, do you not hear yourself? Especially based on some of the things that Chantel has described. This is the same Chantel who claims that Natter like put out a cigarette on her. Why would she be wondering how come that doesn't happen to Dee Dee? But back to the reaction.
I want the answers for. I just want to know why. Do you think people are jealous of her? Team Debbie? Well, I'm definitely not jealous. That's just obvious. And I mean, like, of the situation especially. You know what it makes me realize? Like, he is probably so much worse with these other women. Like, so much worse. Like, with her, because she's more of a pushover. Like, she allows it more.
Chantel just said Dee Dee probably endures a lot more abuse than she did because she's a pushover. She allows more from Natter. Imagine hearing that video, hearing Dee Dee cry out for her father. I'm not going to include a clip where if you were there and you heard it, then you know what I'm referring to. Imagine hearing Dee Dee cry out for her dead father as Natter is abusing her. And it's being recorded without her knowledge. And now it's up on the fucking internet. And one of Chantel's reactions is like, wow, she probably got it way worse than me. She's a pushover. She allows more. For those who've been following, I haven't liked Dee Dee for a while. And even I was up in arms because that shouldn't have never been uploaded to the internet. That was her trauma to share if she wanted to share that. It was one of the most disgusting things I saw in this community because it was actually pretty split. There are people who wanted to see and hear the video because Sam's Bar Lounge was like teasing it. And I'm like, no, hello, what are we doing? Nah. And then when it dropped, it was like, it was jarring. It was jarring. It was a wild time. I will say there was a lot we weren't on the same page on when it comes to this corner of the internet back then. Because even though we watch them live their lives like it is a reality show or scripted, the truth is this is real shit. It was real shit. If Dee Dee wanted to come on the internet and say some shit or make a mockery out of the situation like Chantel did, she had the choice. But that choice was taken from her. And one of the things that was very clear with the person who ran the Sam's Bar Lounge account, they were very angry and bitter. The place they were coming from, I wasn't fucking with it. And we actually exchanged words on Twitter. Like, bitch, fuck you. Anyways, then thank you. Stefan aside, I believe that the woman's relationship with the other women in the house was the actual reason she wanted to live there with her children. Hope those babies get their inheritance soon. I hope she getting child support. That's another thing. I don't recall that being a conversation within the docu-series, which I guess it's not that important, but in the grand scheme of things. But I hope she's at least getting some sort of support, financial support. I'm not going to pretend that I'm necessarily sad Stefan isn't part of those boys' lives, because he's a vile piece of shit and I don't want him to influence anything when it comes to, the children. But I hope he's at least paying up. I hope he's paying up. And when it comes to the relationship of the women in the house, I want to actually add to that. That's part of the reason some of the women were so excited to get to the house. It wasn't about Stefan. It was about the friendships, the joy that they saw through the content, a place that they felt they could be free, be with people who kind of had similar lived experience to them. Unfortunately, it was just a different reality. And it's sad because you kind of hear, even when the women were retelling it, you kind of still hear the hope that they had. Just like the hope that they had getting there, the excitement, what they thought it would be, only for them that hope to be crushed. And what would come back is a lifetime of trauma that they have to work through. Sadly. But back to Chantel.
He's probably so much fucking worse.
Anyone want to feel sorry for Dudu now? Absolutely not.
I want to make sure I grab this. And you heard that clip right there? Does anyone want to feel bad for Didi now? Absolutely not. That's Chantel's remarks after hearing the cries and the scream of Didi being abused from Nader. Nikki she said in the doc that she was worried the boys would be mad at her for not having a dad. Sorry, Stefan said he doesn't have a relationship with the kids for his mental health. But Chantel didn't hear any of that. Chantel didn't hear any of that. And this is me coming from hearing what my mom used to say, hearing what other single moms have said to me in the past. That is the guilt that they carry. Those are questions they don't want to answer and sometimes don't know how to answer. When kids grow up and start asking questions like, hey, how come I don't have a dad, but my friends do? And what some people will do, what some women will do, is they'll bury their trauma, they'll bury their fear, just in hopes that they can give their kids a life that they believe they deserve. The sacrifices that a lot of single moms who happen to have kids by predators as well, the sacrifices that they are willing to make in hopes of doing something for their kids don't get talked about enough. And that's what sucked. Well, one of many things that sucked about listening to what Chantel said. If she actually maybe had these conversations with other women, single moms, she would understand some of the choices that they make. And she's speaking from a place of someone who's not a mom, who hasn't had to make those hard decisions. When it comes to like Father's Day, I still send out Father's Day, happy Father's Days to a lot of single moms. The hardest job, and I still believe this, the hardest job ever, it don't matter what job you throw out there, what profession, whatever, the hardest job in existence is being a parent. And if you're a single mom, my hat goes out to you. My hat goes off to you. I have so much respect for you. To be a single mom, and this is not to discredit any of the single dads. That's not what I'm trying to do. But to be a single mom, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And you would think Chantel would kind of know that even a little bit based on what her mom had to go through to raise her.
I don't even care, really, honestly. I don't. Honestly, right now, I don't want to be back with him. He's actually really grossing me out right now. Like, I want to hurl. I just felt a really big urge to want to sleep with him specifically, not anyone else. Like, I thought, okay, well, you know what I mean? Like,
Before we get to Chantel thirsting over Natter's dirty dick, I want to actually grab this. Mungus said, "We begged our mom all the time to leave my father. He was abusive, cruel, and a predator. But she 100% couldn't have supported us on her own. She took a lot of it for us." And that's the story of a lot of single moms. A lot. They endure a lot just to make sure they can give their kids the best life that they believe they could give them. And a lot of disgusting ass men, partners, husbands, all of that, they know this. That's why if you talk to maybe some women who either are still in their situation or walked away from it, sometimes those abusers remind them of that. Have y'all ever heard a story where a survivor talked about how their partner would remind them they wouldn't be shit without them? They won't make it without them. They drill that in their head for a reason so they don't leave. That fear that moms have is one of the reasons why some go back to their abusers. But Chantel can't see that.
it wasn't, it's not a matter of just, oh, touch yourself and it will go away. It was.
Real quick before she goes on to that, the wrong Missy, you can give your kids a great life on your own. It's not that I don't agree, and I want to encourage any single moms, anyone right now going through that and hearing this, I want to encourage that as well. But the truth is that fear is way louder than these words. I've seen it in women. I'm not kidding when I told you I got tossed on a lawn. I said it in a joking way, but obviously the matter wasn't joking because one of my cousins was too terrified to leave the father of her daughter, too terrified to do it on her own. Literally, me and my other cousins were like, girl, we will step in, we will help, we will take shifts, we will do this. That fear was way louder than anything we were saying. That's why, for example, Mungus saying, like, hey, we begged our mom. That fear is way louder. The idea that you fail your kids you chose to bring into this world. I choose to believe most parents bring kids into this world and have the best intentions. But sometimes they end up in a situation where they don't see a way out. And what do you have to think about them kids? You know? Like, do I believe single moms can do it? Absolutely. I know plenty of single moms doing the damn thing. Doing the fucking damn thing. How many stories do you see go viral on social media where someone accomplishes something great and then tells their backstory of how their mom sacrificed so much for them to get to where they are, got them through school, got them to where they are in life. And they're so grateful for their parents. I love seeing posts like that. But that fear is louder. I've seen it and I've heard it with people close to me. The truth is, I'm scared myself to be a single mom because I've seen what could happen. I'm not saying I wouldn't navigate certain things maybe I'm not expecting, but that's genuinely a fear. Genuinely. One of my biggest fears. That's the truth. Because I saw my mama, what she went through. The wrong Missy. That said, it took me so long to leave until they were grown. And a lot of people do that. There's many people, unfortunately, who just wait until they're grown because maybe the blow won't be as big, you know? And that's not me downing y'all. Like, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine what it's like sleeping next to a monster, thinking about your kids in the next room, thinking about their future. Because the truth is, a lot of parents, they don't think about themselves. They don't prioritize themselves. Even though that's important, they don't prioritize themselves. All they got to think, parents, a lot of times they thinking about everybody but themselves. The kids, your partner, keeping them happy. Shit, work, the headache of work. They come last. you know? So I don't know who's in chat, and it's none of my business, none of our business. But if any of the victims' stories resonate with y'all, or it sounds familiar, or maybe this is triggering because you understand a lot of this a little too well and you don't see your way out of it, um, just know you could do it. The world is scary. A new chapter is scary, but you could do it. A lot of the people that overcame their abusers, the trauma, it's not that they're special, it's that they took that step. You could do it too. All right? You could do it.
Wasn't like that kind of like horny. It was like horny for him specifically. And the way we've always been doing it, and the way, you know what I mean? And he fucking knows that, so I hate admitting that because I know every time I get back with him and we have sex, he always says, even if you have a boyfriend, you'll still have sex with me. Even when you get married, you'll still want to have sex with me. Even when I'm so tired.
I look dumb right now, and the whole fucking world is laughing at me. And I really, 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 all I can do, the only thing that can make anything better is to be better. That's the only thing.
To be better. But yet, she sits her ass on this platform just a few days ago, saying the disgusting things that she said to those women. Keep in mind, those women have overcome and will continue to overcome way more than Chantel will. The strength those women had to sit on that platform, tell their stories, use their voice, especially with the background of Paradise and what Paradise is supposed to be, that takes strength. Do you know the conversations, the think pieces, the opinions that could come from doing something like that? That's nothing small. That took strength to even just sit there and say, yes, I will tell my story. There are people here that have gone through trauma that still haven't been able to say the words out loud, not even to a close friend. They bury it. They work through it alone. Those women sat on a big ass platform where they don't know the amount of people, the number of people that would listen to that. And I'm happy, at least from what I've seen, they're getting the support they deserve. Now, does that take the trauma away? No, they got a lot to work through. And the last thing they need is bitches like this, pick-me's like this, people who hate women like this, speaking up and saying the nasty shit that Chantel said.
Ugh, God. How the fuck am I gonna do that? Because I messaged him, like, because he was mad at me because he didn't answer me back. And he was like,
Seeing that I've been grabbing the wrong Missy's comments, I want to make sure I grab this one. The good news is I got remarried and he is very good to me. Shout out to you, boo. So y'all hear me? Anyone who needs to hear this, please look at Missy. Doesn't matter how long Missy took, Missy did it. See? And you're never too old. I want to be very clear. You're never too old. I don't care what your age is. I don't care how long you've been with this person, married to this person. You're never too old. You have your whole life ahead of you. Y'all got this.
how could you be with a racist homophobe? That's true. I turn a blind eye and I forget about those things. All in the name of love.
Yeah, Chantel used to make a lot of excuses for Natter's bigotry. I just wanted to remind y'all a little bit of what she was so eager to be with.
All in the name of Baba Gadoosh.
Fish stick.
Fish stick.
Fish stick.
That's his word for.
Bah.
Forgive me, but he said. He's trying to say he said fish stick.
And the little people here want to talk about monkey. We'll talk about monkey. Not now. We need to go to the zoo. Go and make trip in the Toronto again. At least I will invite Monkey for banana with smoothie.
Like, I know him more than most people, right? He has not even paid for a single pomegranate. Nope. Not even a single pomegranate.
Like, don't hate the player, hate the game is exactly made for this situations like this.
Guys,
Exactly. When she would go on about all the things he didn't pay for, he's a bum. Don't hate the player, hate the game. She wanted to sign up to be a sugar mama. That's what she was.
I'm honestly trying, so that's why when I slip or feel like I'm slipping, I come online and I freak out. Because after talking it out a bit, I feel a bit better. Don't let us see Dubai guy. Not for a while. No, you guys know I have trouble. I need to brag about it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so uncomfortable at first around men.
Now, when it comes to this part here, I wanted to keep it in to make sure I had a certain conversation about consent and removing consent. Because here Chantel's saying like she sent this Dubai guy pictures because she wants to just be sure that, he's okay with her size, her weight, all of that. Like in these conversations, they have plans to have sex. She's sending pictures, probably talking about different things. She's making sure he's okay so she could be comfortable. So if they were to meet up and these things happen, that she feels good about herself. Now, even with all these conversations, because you're going to hear something she said just a few days ago, even with all of this, the sending of the pictures, I don't give a fuck what she was saying through text, what he was saying back, what they would be doing to one another. Even with all of that, if she showed up to meet with this Dubai guy and she didn't want to have sex, guess what? That would be okay. Because Chantal goes on to say and mention how with some of the victims, how prior to arriving to the house, they had certain conversations with Stefan. So what? I don't give a fuck what kind of explicit pictures, nudes, whatever was sent to Stefan. That means nothing. If they don't want to have sex with Stefan, they don't have to have sex with Stefan. I don't care what type of erotic things that they might have been messaging to one another. That's the reason I wanted to keep that in there, because that's a conversation I've seen and heard throughout the years. I don't give a fuck what they said prior. I genuinely don't. Someone can show up to an orgy and say no. And that was the plan the whole time. You can literally show up and be like, actually, yeah, no, I'm okay. And that's more than okay. That's how consent works.
I need to, I'm just gonna come out with it and be like, I sent him different like angles of my body before when I was talking to him, just to be like, are you sure you're okay with fat girls? I don't know. I know it's an insecurity and it shouldn't be.
I mean, these people were flirting, showing sexual pictures of each other behind even going to paradise. So they would send Stefan sex videos, nude pictures, flirting together. So right then and there, that's going to create blurred lines, like confusion,
No, there's no confusion. I've talked about this before, especially because Chantel has said something similar in the past. I'm grown. For those, obviously, I'm grown. I have literally planned out going to someone's home to have sex. We are messaging back and forth the disgusting things that we both adults are going to do to one another. When I got there, I changed my mind. And guess what? We didn't fuck. And that's okay. That is literally okay. My grown ass got up out of my bed, walked out of my home to go fuck someone. And when I got there, I actually said, actually, I ain't feeling this. And I was okay with saying that because I can remove consent at any point. I don't care what I said in those messages. I'm not feeling this now that I'm here. And to be clear, that gentleman, he didn't have a problem. He had a slight little attitude like, damn, really? Yeah, I'm not feeling this. He said, all right. I don't care. So yeah, it doesn't matter what those women had sent back and forth to Stefan. Nothing needed to be blurred. There was nothing blurred.
Yeah, you're going to a place. She's like, well, if somebody touched my belly at work, that would be fucking sexual assault. Yeah, but Paradise is not a professional workplace, you fucking idiot. It's a place where big women know that there's hot tub time. There's gonna be sexual stuff going on.
I'm very
Just because there are sexual things happening at the Paradise House doesn't mean those women have to participate. And they have every right to say no. They have every right to be drunk and also not get taken advantage of. Oh, because you know what it is there. So you know what to expect. What? Chantel is a very, very dangerous and disgusting piece of shit.
very I'm not a bad person like people think. I have a bad side and I can be bad, but I don't want to be. Like I do care about people.
You know what made her actually turn on him is so ridiculous.
So this is Chantel saying she's not a bad person. She cares about people. Listen to what Chantel considers ridiculous. And may I remind y'all, Chantel used to sit on this platform and throw a fit that Natter simply didn't defend her when viewers would talk about her weight. She would throw a fit that he wouldn't defend her, he wouldn't stand up for her, he wouldn't speak up for her. Remember that over comments in a chat, she was upset. But she feels this this woman being upset with Stefan, to Chantal, this is ridiculous. Listen to this.
Is one night, I think it was Paola, invited a whole bunch of men from Tinder over. They wanted to hoe it up. So Heather was in the pool. This one man from Tinder tries to, and Stefan wasn't around to see this, tries to get with her, touch her. She said no. They get into the hot tub. And before.
Did y'all hear that? She said no. She said no.
Before she knows it, like a woman was groping her. Then she noticed the woman was gone, and then she felt like she was being fingered. And it was this guy that tried to touch her before from Tinder. And she got out of the pool. Nothing to do, like Stefan wasn't there. So she goes and she tells Stefan the next day what happened, and he said, "Oh wow, I'm sorry that happened to you." And she turned on Stefan. Like she felt like he wasn't getting outraged enough about what happened. Like what is he supposed to do? Like it's just it's ridiculous. I don't know. I think that's just so stupid. Like
Most of the
You mean to tell me a safe place, a place that's promoted as a safe place of paradise, an escape. The owner of this place finds out that this young lady was just sexually assaulted. Yes, while he wasn't home, but in the safe space. And all he said is, damn, sorry. Yeah, that would be upsetting. That would be upsetting. That would be upsetting to anyone. But Chantel can't understand why that would upset that young lady even today. The same Chantel who would throw fit because Natter wouldn't even speak up in chat to viewers. But she can't understand that. My heart would be broken if something that serious happened in the home of a friend and their only response is, "Oh, sorry." My heart would be broken. I would never want to speak to them as well. But Chantel thinks it's ridiculous.
that are trying to help you, not shame you. I appreciate that. I know, that's why it does help me to come on here and fucking freak out. What made me stay with him long is feelings, and addiction to him, I guess, maybe.
I'm not taking.
Oh, I want to actually make sure I grab Valentina's comment. The owner who has cameras all over the place, like a military compound, refusing to help Heather, finds who assaulted her would hurt anybody. Stefan showed videos to try to clear himself. He'll pull up them cameras to try to clear himself, but didn't do that. I wonder why. Maybe because predators like to protect other predators. This is the same Stefan who I think with one of the ladies like posted a video of her, I think, changing in the living room. And he does have cameras all over the place. And he did lie about not having cameras in the bedroom. Imagine that. He had the ability to help, but all he had to say is, damn, sorry. Want some donuts?
I'm not taking Stefan's side in everything here. I see faults on both ends, by the way. I don't know if I'm like giving more of a vibe that I'm supporting, like, you know.
As Clown Trash said, I just want to make sure I echo it. Chantel is a rape apologist. She's been a rape apologist. She's proven that through the years, and none of that has changed. So this whole idea like, oh, am I giving off the vibe? Yes. She's victim shaming and she's a rape apologist. She's a dangerous, dangerous piece of shit.
I can see both sides in this situation.
The whole problem is he thinks when I come online and talk about him, I'm doing it out of hate to hurt him. No, I'm doing it because you hurt me. Like, he doesn't understand that.
Yeah, he was talking shit on people who were accusing him of bad stuff, though. That's why.
But when Nader did it, it was a problem. But Stefan could be caught on the hot mic saying a lot of disgusting things. But I mean, it's because people were accusing him of bad things. Yes, sexual assault. Sexual assault. Just Jamie, thank you. That's what predators do. They offer a safe space, and then when harmful things happen, they blame victims. Stefan doesn't even try to hide his depravity, not even in the slightest. That's the thing. He doesn't. It's sad how much power I feel like that man still has. And a lot of this, even though I haven't tuned into what he's been doing recently, but a lot of this has come with no consequences. And that's what sucks. Because even though we didn't hear from all the victims, you got to remember this has been years and years of this. Without those consequences, unfortunately, what other victims can come from going to the Paradise House? And that's what's sad. That's what's very sad and unfortunate. But Chantel will sit here, make those excuses. And again, if she had the ability, probably go to the Paradise House. Just like Tech Protect, that weird ass bitch. Imagine hearing those allegations, hearing your co-host, actually a co-host of Tech Protects. For those who don't know, Tech Protect is one of the hosts on Local Bus and the LCU. One of his co-hosts actually has had that type of experience with Stefan and still think it's a good idea to go over to the Paradise House and have a good time and paint it as a fun place to be. Tech Protect is a piece of shit, but that's part of the reason why he's in the LCU. Let me finish up with some of the support. Let me see. And then after this, again, we'll be in Discord closing out the night with some Love Island. So at least that's very different. Very, very different. I'm actually really looking forward to that. Yamano, Charlie's not thinking out loud is the mute button. You know what? I didn't mute myself today. Right. Yeah, no, I didn't mute myself today. Thank you. I appreciate you, Yamano. Dottie, Foodie Beauty's short ass just wants to be on a high horse all day, every day, looking down on everyone. So she says whatever to sound better, nonsense human. And she truly believes she's better. That's what's weird. Chantel will always think she's the best and the smartest in the room and deserves the most. I will never get that mentality. And thank you again, Dottie. Mars, I'm picking Roz in the poll, but can I use a mop to apply the sunscreen? Absolutely. Absolutely. Or can I pay Yami to do it? No, Yami would enjoy it. So nope. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna have Yami put sunscreen on Chantel, not Roz. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yami, you heard that? Chantel. Mind you, I know Yami would choose Rosie. I don't care. Chantel. Lady Savage, thank you. This poll is an all-day event, and I'm sure Animal Rescue would be called for something beached. We're gonna handle it. We're gonna handle it. It's gonna be a beautiful beach day. Doesn't matter how many people look at y'all as you're walking by with your emotional support animal. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a beautiful beach day. And I'm happy that we got those votes in because, again, it was 43% Rosie, 37% Amber, and 20% Chantel. I do question the 20% that voted for Chantel because there's no way that's all trolling. So it's just like, y'all strong. Y'all strong. The scooter needs a safe word. Please open your Bibles. The bonding break 429, 425. Sorry. Thou shalt not avert thine eyes. Yes. Oh, I need to take a screenshot of that. I actually love that Bible verse. Everybody write that Bible verse down, please. Take notes. Take notes. Remember, this is still a church, a respectable church. Yeah. Right, y'all? I actually love this. Hold on. We need to start coming up with more Bible verses for real. I know somebody's going to come into one of these streams one day and exit and be like, you know what? I'm going to report this stream and never come back. Lily, thank you. Rose has an. Oh, wait. I did hear that. I completely forgot. I did hear that Rosie's pool isn't closed. I'm telling you, I feel like she just looks for backlash. Because you know somebody's going to ask this in her next stream. Someone's going to ask this and she can't lie. Rosie is a dumb, lazy bitch. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. She put up a goal. She reached the goal. Keep in mind, she could have just gone to the pool. It would have been something different. It would have been her out of her kitchen. But she had to create a goal and still not follow through. It's crazy. Holly, thank you for 5 months. Going with Chantel to the beach because she'd show the least amount of skin. Oh, that's a good point. So least amount of sunscreen application. Great stream lately, Charlie. Holly, I didn't even think of that. And now that 20% makes a lot more sense. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was just like, who is picking Chantel? I was thinking maybe like a 1 digit, like a 5%, a 2%. But when I saw 20, I was like, damn, okay. But that makes a lot more sense. And thank you for 5 months. Let me see. The Petty Fetty, my love, I missed you. I see you on Bert. I noticed you haven't been around, which is fine. Life be life in all of that. Welcome back, boo. I'm sorry you're back during this stream. The next stream should be better. The next stream should not be like this. And we could paint a lot more, do a lot more polls, paint a lot more again, but we'll see. And thank you again, boo. And welcome back. Olga, now I picked Chantel. I need the opportunity for her when she turns her back to me. I mean, you're not scared. I don't know. It's the boil for me. It's the boil, the smell, a lot. Although Holly made a good point. Not everybody coming through and raising their hands like I picked Chantel. It is what it is. You know what? I can't even be mad. Again, Amber's still my number one choice. Yeah, Amber. Thank you for the support, bro. Let me see. Smug and Smarmy, thank you. Maya Angelou says, when we know better, we do better. You do what you can when you can, and that is enough. Y'all are strong and beautiful and brave as fuck. Love this community. I love that. Thank you for that message. And I know it's towards the end and a lot of people are dipping out, but I truly believe sometimes when there's a message that's meant for someone, even if it's at the end of the stream, they'll be here to hear it. So I hope you guys are hearing this. These messages are for somebody, and please take them in and believe in yourselves, please. Lady Savage, thank you. My daughter always says, thanks, Mom, for being the whole of two parts. That's beautiful. Mind you, her father passed young. Every single parent out there, you're the bomb and the best. Yes. Y'all got the hardest jobs there are. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you different. The hardest jobs. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the parents that did what they had to do. And still doing it. Because I know there's some new parents and some parents starting their family currently. My hat's off to y'all. Y'all got this. The scooter needs a safe word. One like equals one more of those women accomplishing things that the girls could never. Oh, Jesus. Chantel, it's just, I don't know. I know we shouldn't be surprised by Chantel. It's just sometimes it's just like, wow, you really just don't learn. Like, imagine being that dedicated to being a piece of shit. There are people who have disgusting opinions, disgusting behaviors, or views. And through time and really being open to conversations, they change. That does exist. I know it's pretty rare, especially based on the people we cover in this space, but it is a possibility. And it's just the fact that there's been no evolving when it comes to Chantel and really a lot of the girls we talk about. There's been no evolving. They just get worse over time. And when it comes to topics like this, it's unfortunate. These are one of the things they're worse about. Lady Spiteful K, thank you for 9 months. In January, my dad and my 6-month-old both got the flu. Dad was hospitalized. Oh, I'm sorry, boo. Those 2 days alone were the hardest times of my life. And look at you. You got through it. You got through it. And thank you so much, boo. I'm happy everything's okay because obviously that's what I'm getting from this, but I could only imagine. And thank you again. Thank you again. And to all of y'all too who do share the personal things, whether it be to encourage someone else, whether it be to just hope somebody hears it and it's helpful. Thank you. Because y'all don't owe that to my platform or anyone. So I do see how some of y'all share some really vulnerable things. And I know it's for an effort that someone who needs to hear it will hear it. And I thank y'all for that, for real. Trust me, I know it ain't easy. Let me see. Daniel Stevens, thank you. My mom saved us. My dad abused us in every way you can. She took the brunt of it. We escaped him at night, lived in a shelter, changed all names. My heart goes out to you because I know that's something you still got to work through today. My heart goes out to you, and shout out to your mama. Shout out to your mama who did what she needed to do. I hope you and your family are a lot better today, especially with that new chapter. And that's what a lot of people have to do. Escape. Be scared to pick up the phone. Jump when somebody knocks at the fucking door. And all it is fucking Amazon. But there are people who can't sleep at night, who try to sleep with one eye open, or worried about their kid in the next room, especially when escaping and leaving certain situations. All of that. It's not an overnight thing. But Chantel will shit on all of that while expecting to be applauded for the most mediocre shit. Fuck out of here. Oh, wait, no. I just got that. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, I think you sent it twice. Thank you again, Bo. Thank you. And to all of y'all, I want to make sure I close out the stream saying this. We all got different experiences. And unfortunately, for some of us, there's a few experiences we can relate to. We have certain things in common that the truth is, I wish we didn't. Because a lot of the things that I've known some viewers to go through, people I know to go through, it should have never happened. But y'all are here today, and just know y'all were always needed. And for those who shared and were vulnerable enough to share, thank you. I genuinely believe, as messy, toxic, and all over the place that this community is, there's good in it. There's good in it. And it's times like this, especially during hard conversations, I see the ongoing conversations, I hear about the survivors, and I just know there are some people who need to hear certain things. Yeah, we're gonna be messy. We're gonna be a lot of things, but don't forget to be human. And not all humans are like the girls. Even though we're strangers online, we all need a little help. All of us, myself included. I ain't nothing special. So we'll be back later on this week, probably for some mess. But I just wanted to make sure I closed out telling y'all, like, keep your heads up, no matter what it is, no matter what it is. And y'all got this. Y'all got this. Even on the days you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen next, y'all got it. You're here for a reason. Please remember that. That was 20 years ago. Mom is remarried, and all 5 of us are happy and healthy and healing. I love that. Do y'all hear that? Whoever that message is to, y'all hear that? This is the child of a mom who had to do what they had to do. And look, all 5 happy. Mom remarried, new chapter, better days. So I just know today was for somebody. I don't care how corny that sounds. I don't care how preachy that sounds. I know those messages were for someone. Please listen to it. It's for you. You got it. You're strong enough. You ain't gonna fail shit. I don't give a fuck what a piece of shit told you. I don't care how many times they tell you you ain't shit. You can't be shit without them. Please. The truth is they're scared because they ain't shit without you. So go give your heart, your soul, your efforts, yourself to someone who deserves it. Okay? For anybody questioning what a new chapter would look like for y'all got this. Don't let nobody tell you different. Just remember, a stranger online is telling you this. I don't gotta know you. I don't gotta know your name. I don't gotta know where the fuck you live. You got this. Okay? Let me see. Oh, Buggy Goose, thank you for 4 months. Watching since 2019. Love you, Charlie and Gold Cluster. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a ride. Thank you so much for being here. 2019. Oof. The way some things have changed, y'all. But we here. We here. And we're here because we're supposed to be here. Every single one of you. And I'm not even talking about for the stream. I'm talking about life. Y'all supposed to be here. Remember that. Y'all, I'm going to close it out. I'll meet y'all in Discord. And we could watch some Love Island that will take our minds to a different place. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me, especially through these tougher streams. I appreciate y'all. We'll meet back here later on this week. Y'all got this. That's all. Y'all got this. Later, y'all.
Well, I look like Peter Griffin today. It's the glasses and the chubby face. Anyways.
From being 130 to 280, the bigger you are, the longer the shower. So if I'm 340 pounds, how long do I have to take in the shower? Fuck that. I just wash a few body parts. The ones that don't smell don't really matter.
Well, I mean...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I went to the bathroom. There was no toilet paper. So I took extra long because I had to wash my ass in the sink and then blow dry my ass with the friggin' Dyson hairdryer. It was like very powerful. So luckily I got to just put my butt far enough away. I know! They had no toilet paper! So I washed my hands very well. I don't smell, I think. Excuse me. A, B, C. I can burp the alphabet. I was gonna strip for you for Valentine's Day. You know, I was gonna I bought red platform heels. I bought red lingerie. I was gonna strip for you, but
You had to be an asshole.
You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me. Oh my god. Goodbye.